All right, now we're live. So I was like,
Okay. All
Hold
right.
on.
Chris, do you
Hold
want to
on.
handle the moment of silence speech? Go ahead.
well,
Yeah.
hold on.
You handle it.
Who
Or
handled
Ronnie
it?
can handle it. Whatever. Well, let's just start.
Yeah,
All right, go
let's
for
do
it.
this real quick. Let's get this open. So when I see this click over to live, I will go in 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the new episode of From Real to Heal. On today's episode, we review the last movie of the new year. God damn it, we have to really bow our head in silence for this shitty movie. We
I
review
mean,
Elf
the last movie of 2020.
of the new year.
Well,
Of
it's not the new year. It's the
It's
old
the
year.
old year.
Old year. It's the next movie going into the new year.
Oh, trust
Last
me, we're
movie
rocking in the
before
new
the
year.
Yes, and yes, we are reviewing Elfman with Wee Man as an elf. Kind of fitting. As well as losing two wrestlers, one a legend, the other was an up and comer, like definitely a legend on the indie scenes. That and much, much more. Chris, hit us with the music.
From real to heal.
Whoa.
R.I.P.
Oh shit! Sorry. Say that again, Chris. I didn't mean to.
Really? From real to heal. R.I.P. Brody Lee.
There you go. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Evan Ronnie, and with me, as always,
It is I, Trips, and yeah, R.I.P. John Huber. That's like, damn.
yeah, that hits harder than a twisted tea. Oh, and with me, as always,
The Zombie Master, and I too resemble those remarks. I was absolutely stunned and shocked over the loss of Brody Lee. He was a tremendous talent, and we'll get into it more as we discuss it.
Yep. And our guest.
The hooligan Ryan Shaw, man, I'm with you guys. I was at an absolute loss whenever the news came across my phone that we lost John Huber.
Yes, that tragedy. The other person I also want to say that I'm condolences to is Danny Hodges.
Oh, the shooter, Danny Hodge.
Yep.
Shoot.
Oh my God.
88, died of dementia.
But one thing I will say about Danny Hodge, from people that I've spoken to that have met him, they said even in his older years, when he was like in his late 70s, the man still had an iron grip.
Dude, I'm sorry. When you go undefeated in your collegiate career, and you never get taken off your feet. Think about that. Never taken off your feet one time in your entire collegiate career in college.
Dementia, that hits hard for me because I talked to my dad for Christmas this year,
Yeah.
and I had to give him my email address 5 times.
Oof.
And now my email address
Is literally your.
is literally my name. Do not say it.
I'm not.
At gmail.com. And he was like, I need you to spell Gmail. I'm like, okay, so I spell it. He's like, can you do it again? I'm like, Dad, it's Gmail. He's like, I know, but he's like, as he's writing stuff down, he's forgetting it.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know. My grandfather suffered from that.
Yeah,
Towards
he
the
has
end,
like
he didn't-
Alzheimer's or something. And it was brutal because like he was almost in tears, and his wife, my stepmom, was getting in arguments with him about it, and I'm just like, I was like, first off, don't yell at the man.
Yeah.
Don't yell at the man. Because he's doing the best he can, and he can't help it, and I get it. That's why I eventually Facebooked my damn email and the pictures I wanted to send on her damn page. It's like, there you go. It's right there. You can see it all. And then I
I just
wanted
wanna
to
say
talk
for
to my
nominal
dad
fee,
more
I will
about
call
like
people and
Christmas
go the
stuff.
fuck off on 'em.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
well,
Ryan. What did you say? I didn't hear what you said.
For a nominal fee, I will call random people and go the fuck off on them. No qualms.
Nah.
Oh, gee, you would go. I would go broke if I gave you all the names.
I'm like, but yeah, dementia and like Alzheimer's that really hits home for me right now. So
Right.
Trust me, it hits
Yeah.
me too, because my grandfather, up until the day he died, he thought my grandmother was still alive, and my grandmother had passed away 2 years before that. He every day would come into my room and ask me where my grandmother was, and I'd have to tell him every other day she
I'm
passed
just
away. And
hoping.
he would get upset. Then the next morning he'd wake up. It was almost like, I hate to use the term, but it was almost like 51st dates.
Yeah, I'm
Every
just
day I'd
hoping.
have to retell him, and it killed me to do that.
I'm just hoping I'm gonna be able to call him for Christmas next year,
Yeah.
or at least go see him. I don't know about that, but
Well,
I'm just
Yeah,
hoping.
I just want to point out if the U.S. would come up off of its fucking ban on stem cell research, dementia and shit could be a thing of the past.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
yeah. I mean that sucks. Just in general, there's shit that's out there that could be fixed, and there seems a
There are things
there's-
that could be fixed,
and
but
it seems like
Yeah,
there's
but
a
it's
and
like-
it seems like
it's
there's a
gonna take
price
those-
tag, and it seems like there's a price tag on it, and that's not right.
yeah, like there's a cure for AIDS. We don't have it, but there is
There's-
a cure.
Here's the thing, and I'm not saying it's a medical miracle, and I'm not trying to be political at all. We got a cure in less than a year for COVID. We still don't have a cure for cancer. What the fuck?
Well, it's not a cure. It's
I'm saying
a
a vaccine.
vaccination.
But I'm saying as though
It's a
we don't have
preventative.
we have a preventative for that, but yet we don't have something that's better than radiation for cancer.
Yeah, but the issue with that is in the UK, the thing's mutating. We're like, oh boy.
I'm just
Do you
saying.
guys fucking hear what the World Health Organization is warning people about now?
What?
Fucking super gonorrhea. No joke, that's the name of it. Super gonorrhea.
Oh God.
Okay, so super STDs. All right.
Super crabs.
So what's next?
Oh,
What's
super
next? You're
gonorrhea.
gonna get
Like,
it.
that sounds like a really bad, like, two broke girls joke.
Yeah,
Pretty sure
it really does. It sounds like something that came out of Ket Dennings' fucking category.
Oh, great.
God, I love
so
Kat
so
Dennings,
now,
man.
like,
Oh, don't get me started on her. I
well,
love
the
her.
good thing about it.
Now you just don't got to worry about the Rona. You got to worry about the super gonorrhea.
Well, the thing is, super gonorrhea will probably die because of Rona, because people can't
they're
really
working
get
hand
it
in
on
hand.
like they used to.
The World Health Organization says that because of COVID, super gonorrhea was fucking, like, born.
So you want to hear the funniest thing in the world that has to do with COVID?
Oh,
Do you
boy.
know that it's against the law in Washington to walk outside with the common cold?
God damn.
Am I
Man,
shocked
man,
that
if
there's
you gotta
stupid laws
sneeze,
out
you
there?
gotta
I mean,
keep that shit in your car.
But I'm saying is though, think about that. Everyone's bitching about being outside without a mask or something like that, but yet it is illegal in Washington to go out with the common cold.
Shit, man, I would have got arrested in the store today. I don't even have the
shit.
Some
common
little
cold.
sneak
What
out,
happened
you
is
got
like
a gun in your face.
I sneezed, and then like sometimes how something will go down the wrong pipe and you go like
Yeah.
that.
oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, all of a sudden somebody looked at me. I'm like, yo, it's a sneeze. Something went down my thing. Oh, of course I have a mask on. I'm like, it's a sneeze. Something went down my thing. Something went down my pipe. I'm good. He's like, all right, cool. Now I'm thinking what you just said that in Washington,
Yeah.
man,
State.
I would have been arrested.
Dude, how, like, of
All
all the things that...
We got a man coughing. We got a man sneezing. Get him, lock him up.
So it was a guy on TikTok literally was saying dumb laws in America, and that was one of them. And he literally pulls up a green screen of coronavirus cases in Washington. He goes, what the fuck? He just looks at the thing, he looks at it and goes, yeah, that's about right.
Man, I'll tell you one thing, work better pay you for that shit. Be like, yo, I can't go to work. Why? I have a cold. Are you serious? Dude, it is now illegal for me to go outside with a cold.
I
Right.
wish I was kidding. I saw this. I saw him say that, and I'm just like, that's kind of ironic that we're saying this now with COVID. Like,
But the funny thing is, in Washington, which encompasses Seattle, which is
Yep.
one of the rainiest cities in
yep,
all of America.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, that is the dumbest law I have ever heard.
Well, the thing is, like, the funny thing is, because usually it'd be the time I'd get a cold and all that shit, but because I always have to wear a mask and I gotta clean and do all this crazy shit, I had like a little bit of a sniffle, and that was about it.
Yeah.
So I was able to get away with it. Also, I have to wear a mask about every day. Like, sorry. Well, tomorrow and Wednesday, which is hilarious because those 2 days, I have to actually get up at 5:30 again and go to work.
Ah.
And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm off.
Well, you know what? I just pulled up a thing. I said, just for giggles, stupid laws. Get some. I'm just going to read a few of these.
Oh, they're
Like-
ridiculous.
Oh, in Alabama, if you're caught with stink bombs or confetti, you could go to jail.
Damn.
If you're drunk in Alaska, you get drunk at a bar, you could be arrested.
Where the fuck are you supposed to get drunk then?
Thank you. Arkansas, no spitting in public. Well, that's
Yeah, I
kinda-
knew that one. I knew that one.
That
No
one.
spitting in public in Arkansas. But yet it's legal. But yet it's okay to fuck your cousin.
Well, I
Arkansas-
know in Alabama now. I know in Alabama now that you have to have a permit to have weed killer
Yes, that is legit. That is a legit one.
because of what happened to the tumors.
Yep.
Yeah,
Another
because
state.
the Alabama Crimson Tide fan got mad when they lost to Auburn and he poisoned the tumors trees
Yeah.
with weed
Arkansas,
killer.
you must pronounce the state name correctly.
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
This has got to be the stupidest one. California, no nuclear weapons.
Hey, that is not a stupid law.
No, here's my
That
What
is
am I
thing.
very
supposed to do with this
Wait.
20 pounds of fucking uranium in the
I was
shed?
gonna say, here's the thing. What is everybody fucking going off the Rick and Morty scale?
Yeah,
Another one, Colorado.
So no plutonium. Sorry, no Back to the Future in Cali.
Fuck,
Colorado,
man.
no
Trying to make
catapulting.
one small nuclear warhead, and all of a sudden everybody's all fucking got their panties bunched up.
This is what happens when you deal.
So,
This is what
so
happens
you
when you
can
deal
get
with the
arrested
Ukraine.
so you can get arrested in Arkansas for saying Arkansas.
Yeah. And in Colorado, no catapulting.
Well, come on, it's Colorado.
I mean, listen. They passed that law
Oh my
after
God,
weed
this has
became
got to
legal.
be the dumbest one I've ever seen. In Connecticut, pickles must bounce.
Wait, what?
Pickles must bounce. A pickle cannot be sold unless it bounces, according to a 1948 article. This law became necessity by two scheming pickle packers who tried to sell pickles unfit for human consumption.
Wait, pickles must what?
Bounce.
Bounce like a rubber
So
ball.
does that mean I can go into a store in Connecticut and be like, yeah, I want you to check those fucking pickles now. Start bouncing them.
Apparently.
Bitch, I'm the pickle police.
Wait, so pickles must what?
Bounce. B-O-U-N-C-E. Like a rubber ball.
Oh, they must bounce?
Yep.
Yeah. So, like Ryan said, I'm gonna wash my ass in Connecticut and go, I ain't buying these pickles unless they bounce.
Fuck you, Vince McMahon. You have your pickles, make them bounce.
Okay, this is weird. So for a guy who Vince is yelling about going back to training and yada yada yada,
Yeah, they put him over.
they put him over and he has a title match with Drew McIntyre next week on Raw. I mean, he's gonna lose, but hey.
Okay, here's another. Let's have a couple more funs before we get to the serious thing. In
Yeah.
Florida, it's illegal to sell children.
Well, fuck. There goes my weekend.
And that's how QAnon started.
Georgia, wait a minute. Before I go, Georgia, you can't eat fried chicken unless it's with utensils.
Yes, I knew that was a law. I knew that was a law. Well, shit.
In Idaho, Ryan, this might ruin your weekend too. No cannibalism.
Fuck. Look, we've already been over this.
Yeah.
Look, Technically, there is no law against cannibalism in the United States. It's a moral objection.
So apparently, I found something interesting. Do you know that it is frowned upon to pump your own gas in New Jersey and Oregon? I thought it was against the law to pump your own gas.
Oh, it's front. I've heard that one too. But here's another one. In Illinois, no fancy bike riding.
So does that mean no
No
dildos in the end of the
fancy
seat?
bike riding.
Well,
Let me tell you, if you see a dildo bike in Illinois, that's like tame.
dude, what is it? You say no fancy bike riding? What is it? RuPaul's Drag Race on bikes?
Okay, here's another good one that's just stupid. In Iowa, no faking with your butter.
No faking with your butter.
Your butter. It says no faking your butter. In
So
other
I
words,
can't
if you
believe
have
it's not
facsimile
butter.
butter, your ass is in jail.
I
I
can't
can't believe
believe
it's-
it's not butter. Bullshit, Fabio. That shit is fucking butter.
Well, I can't believe it's not butter. Joke's on you, asshole. I have hepatitis.
No,
John,
you
put
like,
the margarine down.
you like Fabio's like, I can't believe it's not butter.
Put
Spread.
the
Bullshit, Fabio. That is 100% butter.
No, no, no,
You're
no.
in Iowa, mister.
put the butter down. Put the margarine down. Put it down. Put it down. I told you, put the knife down, asshole.
No.
Pick up the butter.
Burn the
Pick up the
margarine.
fucking butter. Have a nice day.
Down the margarine. Put down the margarine, sir.
Dude,
Put the
Don't
land
let me get out my
down.
This
butter
is
knife
holding
and
the stick
prove
of
you
margarine
wrong.
by his face. He's like, I'll fucking take a bite out of it, dude. I swear to God.
we need
Oh,
a Lando.
Motherfuckers are calling in SWAT and shit. Like, just come on, dude. Just put it down. You got too much to live for.
Ryan,
Take a stick of butter.
Ryan, we need a Lando Lakes commercial where it's someone calling the cops on us or calling the SWAT team about someone using margarine.
Put down the Land O'Lakes, sir. Put down the Land O'Lakes. It's not worth your life.
Put down
Right.
the country crop. It is not real.
We
You
know
pick
you.
up the butter. I'm gonna fire 7 warning shots into your back.
Put down the.
Bob.
Put down the.
Fake.
Put down the tub. We know you use it for leftovers for mac and cheese. Put down the leftover tub and pick up the stick of butter. Okay, good.
Here's what I
One
wonder.
margarine. Go buy
I
some fucking
wonder-
Tupperware.
I wonder if at a Trump rally, Trump ever said, "We hate fake news like we also hate fake butter here in Iowa."
Another one, Kentucky. No dueling.
Yep.
No
I don't know.
dueling.
On Christmas, I got a tweet from Joe Biden saying Happy Thanksgiving. I don't know.
Louisiana. No catfish stealing.
God,
That's some serious shit right there.
In Maine, don't advertise on tombstones.
Yes.
for a good time, call 444.
No.
You
Here
go.
lies Hooker. Subscribe to OnlyFans.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
in Maryland, no cursing while driving.
Oh, fuck
Oh,
that
dude, I'm
shit.
going to prison for
Wait,
life.
Maryland, no cursing while driving.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. My friend
Yeah,
actually
that doesn't work.
No, here's the thing. So someone was driving through. First off, you're driving through fucking DC. There's gonna be cursing.
Well, first off, in Maryland, how do they even enforce that? Because if you have your windows up, fuck.
Oh, dude, I curse loud enough in my car that the cars around me.
What if you're playing NWA and you're cursing while singing?
Let's get through these here. We'll make fun of them. I said, in Massachusetts, there's no dancing to the national anthem.
Well, you don't dance to the national anthem. That's just
I
weird.
What the hell is this a
Down to the national.
What the hell is this
That's
a
my
NASCAR
jam.
event? The last thing I need to see is someone twerking to the national anthem.
Yeah. Oh,
Playing
say,
last night.
can you see by the dawn's early light? Hey, what surprise! Hey,
Okay, all right.
that
Next
twilight's
one.
fast gleaming.
You're in a fucking car.
Michigan. In
And by
Michigan,
such-
bounty hunt. Let me get through these. Bounty hunting is encouraged, then it's not encouraged in Michigan.
Wait,
Go
what?
figure out that rule.
It's encouraged, but it's not encouraged.
What, Nazi hunting?
No,
Bounty.
bounty hunting.
Oh, bounty hunting. I thought you said Nazi hunting for a minute. I'm like,
Like,
How-
fuck, they do
Okay,
that.
now
You didn't want to go.
Here's another one that might ruin a lot of weekends. In Minnesota, no pig greasing.
Right?
How are we gonna fuck that pig? We don't know, but we're not gonna grease
Yeah,
it.
fuck this pig now, man.
Fuck it. I'm gonna fuck that pig dry.
In Mississippi, no limits on big gulp size.
Oh fuck no! Fuck that! How's that not legal?
No limits on what?
Big gulps.
Oh, big gulp.
Dude, fuck that!
Well, if you
my,
come in with a trash can, they gotta fill
God
it up.
damn,
for
you got a wheelbarrow-sized big gulp from 7-Eleven.
Right, dude. Like fucking National Slurpee Day. You know, if it'll hold it, you can fucking fill it up for like a couple of bucks. Motherfuckers walking in with garbage bags and shit.
dude, I remember I saw someone bring a fucking swimming pool once. Brought a
Dude,
little
my
kiddie
dude
pool.
straight up walked in with a 3-foot fucking bong and filled it up.
Yeah.
What's
Yes.
the shark part for? Hold on. Boom. Tub. Lid. Straw. Fill her up.
Missouri, Tarzans are not welcome in Missouri.
Tarzan?
Tarzan.
Well, because I mean, come on, with those abs, those women get hot and bothered. They have no, they be missing about three of their four
Wait.
teeth.
Tarzan's not allowed in Missouri?
Apparently.
So what happens? The guy
Tarzan's
goes,
in Missouri.
no, sir. No.
I'm gonna write you a citation.
Don't finish the
I'm gonna write,
No Tarzan's allowed.
I'm gonna write you a
I've been
citation.
arrested for this 3 different times in my life.
I got another good one. This is going to get a lot of laughs. In Nebraska, you're not allowed to get married if you have VD.
How the fuck would they know if you have VD?
Get the window open. You're gonna have the.
Hi, we need to turn in our marriage certificate. Cool. I need an STD test from both of you. Go
No,
down the
To get your marriage license,
when you apply for a marriage license, they go, "Do you have any venereal disease?"
Hey, hon. Hey, hon.
Nope. That's the end of it.
So hold on, what state is this?
That
Nebraska.
was
No.
Nebraska.
Hey, hon, in Nebraska, you can't have a VD and get. You can have a VD disease and get married.
Wait, what?
You can't piss hot and then and then get married.
Super gonorrhea!
You gotta take that shit to
You
Iowa.
can't have you can't have gonorrhea and get married.
What?
You gotta
No.
gotta
Super
take that
gonorrhea.
shit.
Super
Iowa,
gonorrhea,
sir.
right?
What the fuck is that?
And leave your I can't believe it's not butter over here.
Oh yeah,
when
so
you
apparently
do it.
you can't support fake butter in Iowa.
What do you guys talk about?
That these are laws that are in other states. You can't support fake butter in Iowa.
Okay, in New Hampshire, here's another one. No seaweed collecting.
Fuck.
No seaweed collecting, really? I mean, you gotta have that seaweed for that sushi.
Okay, Ronnie, this one affects you and I and D. It's New
Y'all got way
New
too much
Jersey.
fucking time on your hands. Y'all need to get fucking life.
No murder in New Jersey while wearing a bulletproof vest.
Wait, what?
In New Jersey, you can't commit a murder if you're wearing a
Just
bulletproof
saying.
vest.
What?
Yeah,
No.
cool. I mean, that's just not fair.
What?
So apparently it's illegal to murder somebody with a bulletproof vest in New Jersey.
Oh, God.
I mean, hey, the mob rule.
Take the
I
gun, leave the
gotta do
cannoli.
that.
Exactly. Take the gun, leave the
Fucking life.
cannolis. Or take the cannolis, leave the
Hey,
gun.
you murdered somebody. Hey, we can't shoot you now. God damn it.
In New Mexico, redefining indecent exposure.
You're welcome, fellas.
Oh God, New York. Oh, there's a sales tax for sliced bagels.
Well,
Bagel.
I mean.
North Carolina, be careful with your doggy bag.
Wait, did that really just happen?
What's the law?
It says, be careful what you put in your doggy bag. In North Carolina, if it is a felony to steal more than $1,000 worth of grease. And it's a misdemeanor to steal under $1,000 worth. Grease left, it turns out, it was a huge problem in North Carolina before the 2012 law passed. With midnight grease bandits presumably preventing biodiesel companies from purchasing restaurants excessive oil to convert into fuel.
So you can't fill a doggy bag with grease?
Apparently not.
Who would have figured?
In North
Yeah.
Dakota, no late night fireworks.
You know what would happen? You know what would be funny?
What the fuck's their problem with the 2 a.m. Roman candle?
Now, you know what'd funny? You know what'd be funny? If you take the DVD grease and put it in a doggy bag in North Carolina. Here, I got grease in a doggy bag.
Ohio, toilet paper in coal mines is for you have to have toilet paper in mines.
Oh, so you have to have it. So you have to have toilet paper in coal mines. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Oklahoma, no bear wrestling.
Oh, come on. Oh, you love this. So in West Virginia, there is a penny sales tax on soda. So the penny of the sales tax goes to the dentistry school in West Virginia.
Okay.
So in West Virginia,
Yes.
there's a law in the books where on the second Sunday of the month, you can take your wife to the courthouse steps and beat her with a stick from the hours of 12 to 2. But the stick can be no longer than 6 inches long or 2 inches in diameter.
So you can beat your wife from 12 to 2 on the second Sunday of the month.
But don't
With
you
an
dare
oak
do it
stick.
at 11:59 or 2:01.
Yeah, you know why? You know
No,
why? Because
no,
that's
you're in
God
trouble, man.
hours.
Happy Sunday, honey. We're going to the courthouse.
Right.
What the hell are you doing? Hey, give me my whacking stick.
Right. Like they're
Oh.
all getting up, getting dressed for church, and like wife look over, she's like, honey, what's that? And he's like, you know what it is.
Okay, Chris, here's your state. I've reached your state.
Oh, great.
Bingo is only for non-felons.
Bingo is what?
Bingo is for only non-felons. So if you're a felon, don't try to play bingo.
If you're a felon, bingo. Whoa, hold on. I saw you get out of jail. What was your crime in jail? Well, I stole. That's a felony. No. Bingo. No bingo for you.
Nope. Start again. Let's go.
In Rhode Island, don't impersonate an auctioneer.
Sold. So there will be no dick skin in Rhode Island.
In South Carolina, no
no
working
dick
or
skin.
dancing on Sundays.
Wait,
Wait,
what?
what?
Wait, the Footloose law is a real thing?
In South Carolina, there's no working or dancing allowed on Sundays.
No dancing on Sunday.
So literally, the Footloose law is a thing.
Apparently.
So my God, so if you have to do something in South Carolina, you got to go somewhere, man. Apparently you can't work.
Well, dude, actually, no. It's actually straight up. South Carolina's a dry state on Sundays. All liquor stores, even in the supermarkets, they cannot sell beer on Sundays. It is a dry state on Sundays.
To get like a pizza.
Do they still work on Sundays? Let's face it.
Yeah.
South Dakota, fireworks approved to help with farming.
That's actually legit. Because they scare off birds and stuff like that. Scare off animals.
Okay.
I
We got
shoot a crow with a bottle rocket.
Have you ever shot a crow with a cap gun? I have.
Texas, keep
Because
all
Jeff-
litter on aircrafts.
Wait, what?
It says Texas, keep litter on aircrafts.
So Staten Island. The Staten Island law. Okay.
Utah's, no missiles in bus terminals in Utah.
How else am I supposed to get it across fucking town?
Scud.
Sir, I need you to check that Scud missile.
Oh, this missile made it in my basement.
Sir, this here is a Patriot missile. Sir, you gotta check it.
It still needs to be checked on this Greyhound before you.
Look, I'm just curious, like, if in Texas, if you put Patriot in front of it, does that make it okay?
Apparently, I don't know. In Vermont, clotheslines are illegal in Vermont.
Fuck!
Oh,
Ryan,
are
you're
you
never
talking
wrestling in
about,
Vermont.
The wrestling
That's
move,
bullshit.
or are you talking about the actual clothesline that you hang clothes on?
That's what it is.
The actual clothesline, not the wrestling move.
In Virginia, no skunks as pets.
What am I supposed to do at Pepe Le Pew?
Oh God.
In
That'd
Washington,
be funny. That'd be funny. You wrestle a match.
Oh my
in Vermont,
God,
you
this is
clothesline
another-
a guy. Whoa! No! Clothesline.
No. Arrest that man.
Arrest that man. He did a
Here's it,
clothesline.
in the state of Washington, there's no Sasquatch poaching allowed.
I knew that's where that motherfucker was hiding.
Leave Bigfoot. Of course, because Bigfoot
Okay,
goes
so if
to,
there's
like,
no
you know,
if there's no
Starbucks.
Sasquatch poaching allowed, when is Sasquatch season?
Apparently, there is none.
Oh, I thought you said no Sasquatch poking.
Poaching. Like you
We're saying
can't.
Sasquatch or Snasquatch, because those are two different creatures.
West
A
Virginia.
Sasquatch.
No drones for bird hunting in West Virginia.
Damn.
Wisconsin, better make that butter delicious. Again with a butter law. God damn.
I've wrestled there. They take that shit serious.
All right. Let's get to
There's
Nebraska.
one more. There's one more. Wyoming. Don't buy junk from a drunk.
Wait,
Don't buy junk from a drunk.
Apparently, that's illegal in Wyoming.
Sir, are you drunk when you bought? Are you drunk when you sold that junk? No.
This was a little tipsy.
I thought it was
no. So celebrate the sale with a drink. Oh shit, here's a cup. Be cool. I'm not drunk.
No, drunk. I'm not, officer.
I'm not so thick as you drunk I am.
I'm officer. I'm sorry, officer.
Man, that drink has slapped harder than the twisted tea I just drank.
Okay, that's it.
That shit's coming back in a big way now.
Dude, I'm sorry. That smack of that twisted tea. Holy shit.
Oh, dude, totally worth it.
Oh God, that was fun.
Did you see the guy?
You were waiting for that shit to happen, and then when it did, it was as satisfying as Peter Baelish getting his fucking throat cut.
Oh, dude, the link up to Dave Matthews Band was like fucking perfect.
Yeah, dude.
My God, here's when you know how fake some wrestling is, when Shayna Baszler is actually selling for Dana Brooke.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, come on.
I'm waiting for Dana Brooke to grab a twisted tea from under the ring.
Dude, that needs to be a spot. Now now since they're doing edgier shit, they need to do more pop culture references.
For sure.
Well, we'll see how edgy they're gonna get tonight.
I mean,
The only time I've seen anyone literally open a can of whoop ass.
hey, you know what the best part is? We all say this. There was blood on Friday.
Dude, the best thing
Kevin
is they
Owens was
are-
bleeding in the cage match.
Yeah, can we say, dude, I can't wait to see what happens with the Bray Wyatt storyline.
Yeah.
Like, is the Fiend in Alexa Bliss now? Is Bray Wyatt, like, what is going on?
I think the Fiend's going to come back as something darker.
Darker than the Fiend?
Yeah.
Someone's going to die. Literally.
Yeah.
Or could it possibly be that the Fiend and Sister Abigail are now both free in Bray instead of fighting for him, and he comes back like pure? Like the Angel of Hell Bray. I can't believe it sounds like a damn Madden Ultimate Team card.
I think whenever he comes back, he's still going to be the Fiend, but we're going to get a much darker Fiend.
Well, I
I
want to
think
know.
the Fiend jumped into Alexa Bliss for a little bit, though.
Possibly.
I'm sorry. When you see 5'0" staring at you, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Well, when you see 5'0"
that
staring
5'0"
at you with
in
creepy
the
ass contacts and
I-
arriving like the Fiend did, where like the lights went out, just like the Fiend, and all of a sudden it's her like on a swing, like la 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 la. You're like, okay, something ain't right here.
Yeah, see, I'm the exact opposite. I'm like, cameras from the waist up, boys.
All I know is I've seen enough horror movies to know when a swing set appears out of nowhere with an evil girl on it, you go the
You're
other
gonna
way.
have a good time.
Yeah. Just, there's 3 things you don't do. 1, see Candyman 5 times. 2, see a girl on a swing set. And 3, play a game with Jigsaw. You just don't do that shit.
Two, also, this is another one you don't do. Don't do a seance on Halloween with 6 people.
Okay, yeah, that one makes sense.
You are asking for trouble because that is exactly what happened to me and my friends in college. Not only did we have a seance with 6 people on Halloween when I was back in college, we also played with a Ouija board with 6 people on Halloween. In Allegheny Center, Building 7, which is known in ghost circles as Agony Number 7.
I guess you're not too smart, I guess, huh?
Well, I didn't know about it. I had no idea about this. All of a sudden, somebody goes like, "Oh," it's like because all of a sudden we do it on Halloween, thinking, "Oh, nothing will happen." 6 days later, this girl Renee, who's like 100 nothing, starts complaining she's really, really cold, but yet it's hot as balls, and we have like, our shorts on and all that because whoever had the heat on was like a dick about it. She's like, "I'm really, really, really cold." Like, all right, so we cover her up, right? She's like, I need to go home. I don't feel sick. I'm feeling sick. So we go to her dorm room, and all of a sudden we go to the door. She's like, no, get away. And we're like, "What the fuck are you looking at?" She's like, "You don't see it? You don't see them?" I'm like, "Oh." And she's like, "It's a big thing right in the middle of the hallway just looking at me, and I was looking at you." And he's looking at you. I'm like, "Tell him I said fuck off. I'm going to bed." Yeah, tell him I said fuck off. I'm going to bed. And then, so I went downstairs to go to bed. I'm sleeping. All of a sudden, I hear pounding on my door. I'm thinking, what the fuck? I was there, go, and it's this kid, Justin. And Jeremiah's like, "Chris, we need you to come up to the room. We need you to come up to the room bad." I'm like, "Why?" It's like, "It's Renee. She's fucking flipping out." I'm like, "What do you mean flipping out?" She's like, "You know the hardcore bands?" You're like, I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "She's doing that." I'm like, "But she's like 100 nothing." I get up there and I'm hearing low gutturals that would make like Corpse Grinder jealous.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm seeing this kid, and I'm seeing one of my friends, Brent, like reading the Bible.
We need an old priest and a new priest. The
And he's like,
power
"Yeah,
of Christ
tomorrow
compels
night,
you."
No, because Brent is the only one that's really Christian. And he's like, "I fear no evil, da 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 da." And I'm like, "What do you want me to do?" Like, "Hold her down."
You're now anytime I hear that,
No way.
And my
Let me
friend
tell you,
Justin-
I'm in that situation. I've got a Bible in my hand. I walk in, I see a little fucking 100-pound chick making noises of a 200-pound man. Fuck that. I'm out. Mm-mm. Nope.
right.
Hell no.
boyfriend
Nope.
Justin
Nope.
is an He was an Ohio State wrestling champ.
Nope. I'm out. Fuck you
He
guys.
has
That's on
her
the-
in a full
Screw
Nelson.
you guys, I'm going home.
screw you guys, I'm going home.
He has her in a full Nelson, just like, and she's like breaking it. I'm like, "What do you want me to do?" He's like, "Get on her legs, get on her legs." I jump on her legs, and I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. Boom, 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 boom. And she's like, "Ha ha, fuck you, huh?" I'm like, "Oh God."
Oh, Jesus.
Finally, like, she throws him like a fucking judo throw. But he flies to the wall. I'm like, All of a sudden, Brent drops the Bible. It lands on her. She screams in utter agony and then drops. We're like, church, any church? So we run to a church. We tell the
Preferably
nun,
Vatican.
what?
Preferably the Vatican.
Yeah, no, we run to a church. We see a nun. She's like, "We need to let us in. We need to talk to a preacher. Really, really, really bad. We did really something really, really, really stupid." The first church is like, "Ha ha ha, stupid kids, go away." The second one had like a Spanish nun. She's like, "Oh, see. because we showed her Renee's arm. Because when the Bible fell on Renee, all of a sudden she had like marks from the Bible, like burn marks in her arm. We're like, what the fuck? We go to the preacher. The preacher's like, what did you do? It's like, well,
Well, kind of, sort of, this is what happened.
yeah, kind of, sort of. On Halloween, one of our friends thought it would be cool to have a seance, and we had 6 people. He's like, you stupid idiot. He's like, where do you guys live? We're like, Allegheny Center. He's like, building 7. We're like, yeah. He's like, ugh. He's like, ugh. So he grabs a jar of holy water.
Oh God.
He says for a week, 7 days, she's to take a drink. Take a drink. Nothing else. Like, she's going to try to refuse to do it. All this stuff. Do it. Do it. It will get rid of the demon. I'm like, the demon? I was like, excuse me, sir, it's 3 a.m. in the morning, and you're saying the demon. It's like, yes, malice is corrupting her. I'm like, malice?
We need the things that'll take care of this. A belt.
Well, first off, I'm like, malice, like, the only time I ever read about malice was in, like, DC Comics.
I'm Catholic. I know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I was like, he's
So do I.
real? He's like, yeah, they're like, oh, yeah. So the thing is, she bonded with Justin because it's her, Justin's her boyfriend.
Right.
So she's like, I'm cold, I'm hot, I'm cold, I'm hot. I'm like, he's like, you need to take it. You may have to tie her in a chair and like force it down her throat, but she needs to take it. So long story, like after a week, she takes it. Next thing we know, we're at Renee's place with Adrian and her roommate Colleen. Adrian wasn't there. Adrian's into like the witchy stuff. And she found out about it. She's like, are you serious? Like, she has to go, try to get the place cleansed and shit. All of a sudden, we're just chilling. All of a sudden, we hear, we're like, what the hell? We look on her patio door, the window. There is an upside down cross etched in the damn window. And it's not like, you know how usually, like, when you have a window, you can etch it, like, and you'll always be on one surface?
Yeah.
All right.
No, it's inside it. So you can wipe down the freaking window.
Yeah, it won't
and
go
you
away.
won't feel it on either side.
It's like in between the
Double
panes.
double glass, and it is in between the panes. Adrian looks at that, and goes like, "Oh, that's interesting.
And
I think I'll be moving soon."
at this moment, this is when Chris quit drinking.
And
was about
the
to
thing
be
is,
This moment, he knew.
the ridiculous
They fucked
thing is, a week later, we had somebody commit suicide in the elevator.
Oh,
Lovely.
Yeah,
Lovely.
and then a week later, I was already on my way back home and thinking about transferring to Philadelphia. I was like, "Yep, I'm good."
Ryan, you ever watch
I-
the Boondocks?
Yeah.
Well, we need something that takes care of all this exorcism. A belt, a job application.
And we had what was it? And then we had at my apartment? We got holy water. We put it around the door frames and all this shit. We sprinkled it all over the place. I sprayed a shit ton on my bed because I told the priest that I told Malice to go himself. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Hey,
Next
that's
thing I
a great
know,
way to get a girl back. She goes, "Baby, my bed is holy."
next thing I know, like he takes like holy water and like puts a cross on my forehead. I'm like, okay. He's like, that will protect you. And then I sprayed my bed. That's actually what I said when I had a girlfriend. I was like, "Baby, my bed is holy." I sprinkled holy water on
Oh
my bed.
shit! Fucking Alexa Bliss just ripped on Hogan.
What'd she say?
Well, I can't hear it, so I'm gonna have
take
to wait.
say his
Say.
prayers and take his vitamins, but I don't want to know what God he prays to.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so let's move on.
Oh yeah. So that's my story. So, holy crap.
I don't fuck around with Ouija boards because of
Me
one
neither.
specific incident that kind of ruined me on them.
Same here.
Dude, ever since
Yeah,
I
I don't
watched that
fuck around with
episode,
that. I don't do the haunted shit. Hey, let's find haunted stuff. Nope.
You see, that's the one thing. You see, that's the one thing both my girlfriend and I are into. We are both into. We like ghost adventures. We like watching shows about ghosts and stuff. We live for that shit. Both of us do. So
ever since I watched that episode of Fear, and Chris knows exactly which episode I'm talking about,
Oh yeah.
where the girl got the freaking demon attached to her. Yeah, I don't fuck around with that shit after I watch that. That was that was not pretty. That was not a fun one.
I used to be all about like the ghost hunting shit. It was, it was cool. It was fun to do. There's a lot of haunted places around here.
oh God, Randy's in the funhouse.
Randy's in the fun house. Well, he thinks he is.
And I was gonna fucking ghost hunt my brother's house, my brother's old house.
Okay.
And the day before we were gonna do it, I had a dream that was so real that it convinced me if I went over and ghost hunted that house, I was gonna die there that night.
Oh, that's not good.
Like I saw my own death happen in this dream, and I never went back to that house. I was like, fuck that. That's a sign. That's a sign. And it was just like a big black mass that did it.
That's a oh hell no.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Randy's destroying all the characters.
But it is not even the fun house. It's like there's no power to it. There's no magic to it. I can't believe I just said that.
Kayfabe, brother, kayfabe.
Yeah.
The only one that you haven't seen is the oh, there he is.
Huskus?
No, Huskus was already booted.
Huskus got booted. Abby got moved.
No, Abby got
Ramblin'
knocked
Rabbit.
out by Mercy the Buzzard. Now
Yeah.
he's got the Rambling Rabbit, and Rambling Rabbit now lost his head.
Oh,
Well,
so
nobody kills Rambling Rabbit.
which is the funniest part because it's a joke on Tim White.
Did Alexa just challenge Randy Orton to a match?
Yes, she did.
Uh-oh. I'm not even hearing the things. I'm just watching. Sorry.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
a bad idea to watch her at this time.
It's the only
All
good
right,
thing.
let's get on
It's
with-
the only good thing.
I know. If it was 3 hours of Randy and Alexa, I'd be, oh my god, like the Fiend thing. Oh, it'd
For
be amazing.
once, Randy Orton's actually putting in work, and it's like, oh my god, finally, you're actually doing something. You care.
So that's it.
That's
Let me
Now.
let me tell you this Ouija board story real quick.
All
All
right.
right.
Uh,
Oh boy.
So I was hanging out with my sister and her ex-husband and his cousin and some friends, back in the day. And we were at my sister's apartment. Well, my sister and her ex-husband's apartment. And we were fucking around with a Ouija board. And her ex-husband's cousin was sitting on the computer, like looking up some Dark Zodiac shit.
okay.
And we got a hit on the Ouija board, and we were like, well, who are we talking to? Sean. Well, Sean was his other cousin who had died just a few days earlier.
Oh.
So that name comes across, and everybody jerks their hands back real quick. We're all freaked out. This dude, sitting with his back to us, goes, "You shouldn't have done that. You didn't say goodbye."
Oh Lord.
Yeah, you got to say goodbye all the time.
Right. And we didn't know that. And about a week later, I'm sitting in my sister's apartment. We're going to spend the weekend there. And the lights start flickering. And then pictures start flapping. And we got the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That building ended up catching fire and burning down a couple of years after that.
Oh. Oh, not good, not good, not good.
Oh, so it turned into a Randy Orton scene.
Kind of.
Oh,
Well,
Lord.
yeah, well, you open the door, you have to say goodbye to close it. Otherwise, it stays open.
Yeah.
It was just, I guess it was a shock factor. You know, whenever you fuck around with a Ouija board, you don't expect someone you know to come through.
That kind of happened to us back. Well, I'll just say my quick story real quick. I mean, we didn't. Nothing really came of it, but it freaked everybody out that we did. Someone did say goodbye that night. I don't know. It wasn't me, but somebody did say it, so nothing happened. So we're at this girl Kim's house having a big. There was about 25 of us. We're having a party, and someone said, "Oh, let's fuck with the Ouija board." And I'm like, "Yeah, I ain't fucking with that." A bunch of people did it and started saying, "Who's here?" And the name Kyle came over. Now, here's what's weird. That year, our friend Kyle had committed suicide that year, and he came out with a saying that I can't remember what the saying was, but it was a saying that only he had said. So we knew it was like, okay, something's weird here. You know, I mean, why would his name come up now? You know, this was months after the fact. Yeah, so somebody said, okay, goodbye, this is it. And nothing ever really came of it, but still, that was weird. I'm sorry. That freaked me out.
Oh, yeah. When we fucked with the Ouija board, we actually did the "Who is this?" And the person said his name was Malcolm. Yeah, that was bad. We did say goodbye, but apparently, I guess he decided he didn't want
Wanna
to,
leave?
say goodbye.
The
Or
thing
he
that
closed the door behind him, like, nope, I'm good. Thank you very much.
I'm home, bitches.
Yeah, he said he was lost.
apparently, so
Yeah, we
anyway,
hope you find your way home. Goodbye. Yeah, that didn't work.
so where do you want to go from here, gentlemen?
All right.
We're
so,
talking about
unfortunately,
we're
I
talking
guess we have
about
to talk
death.
about the elephant in the room.
I was gonna say we're talking about death. We might as well get that elephant out of the way.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So I mean, we lost Brody Lee this weekend at the age of 41 to a lung disease, which is non-COVID related. They've already come out and said that.
Yeah, his wife came
He-
out and said that.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
had been fighting this. This is why he was off TV. You know, he had been battling this for a while, and unfortunately, he succumbed to it.
Yeah, he was in the hospital since like Halloween.
It was not too. They said it was not too long after that dog collar match with Cody that he went into the ICU, and that's just. And he came home and passed away quietly at his house with his family around him. But yeah,
I mean, as much as it sucks, it because he leaves behind his wife and kids, and that's really brutal. I mean,
is
the only good thing I can say about that is at least he went peacefully.
yeah, yeah.
It's better to
Well-
go peacefully in your sleep than ass up on a ventilator.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, it's like I mean, we all of us, I think, can agree that Brody was a great guy in the ring. He was great on a microphone when he was given the chance to talk. Charismatic for days.
Absolutely.
And the only thing I could say is, at least, you know, he was at the end of his life. Sure, the WWE didn't use him in the right way. AEW was allowing him to just be creative, and it was starting to really show before, unfortunately, he passed away. But he gave us a lot.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
I remember his stuff in. God, I remember him back when he was in CZW and his indie runs were.
I remember I used to love him in Jersey All Pro when him and the Necro Butcher were the tag champs. Oh damn! When they fought all over that arena, boy, I got videotapes with him. fighting up in the bleachers where I was sitting, like not more than 2 inches from my face. And I'm like, my girlfriend's like, Brody, come over here. And I'm like, don't call him over here.
Yeah.
When
Don't do that.
when he was Harper in the Wyatt family, I mean, I thought he was great. Like like besides Bray Wyatt doing the promo, when he did a promo, it was great. I hated when they got him out of the Wyatt family. I was like, why did you do that?
And then they did those Bludgeon Brothers, which I'm
He-
sorry,
Yeah, that was dumb.
that was a 3-finger stinker. I got.
He tried so hard to get Rowan over. You got to give him credit for that. I mean, Rowan was like a fart in church, but freaking Harper tried everything to get him over.
Well, and the thing was, there
Really?
was no shortage of wrestlers that wanted to work with Harper because he was safe as houses in the ring. He was very smart with his psychology, and like every wrestler, even like they say now, like they loved having matches with him because he let them do their things. You know, he let them showcase themselves. And then if he was supposed to go over, he would go over.
Yeah, he knew how to tell a story. He knew how to.
Yeah, he knew how to tell a great match and how to tell a great story without hurting his character or the other one.
Oh,
And
and that.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, and that's why he actually worked. Like, he was the only guy in the Wyatt family that, when the original 3 came out, that you were like, all right, this one fits. Because if you remember his indie stuff, it kind of was his indie character turned up. It was Brody Lee turned up to 11.
Oh, it was. And the thing about it, like, because I hate when some people are like, well, I can't put you over because I'll look stupid. It's like he found ways for him to mess up, like during a match, and then take a finisher or whatever to put them over.
Of course.
To where he still looked okay. Where it's like, I would have beat you if I didn't miss this. Or if
Yeah,
I didn't miscalculate, you know, like just little tiny nuances.
Like,
And
the
to-
next
and to
time,
that-
I'm not going to let you beat me with this.
Right. But
Well,
you
you're
know
not
what
going to
it
make
is?
me look stupid, but you will win. You can hit your finish, but let me do something to warrant why I'm. It's almost like how Rhea Ripley put over Toni Storm,
Right.
where she took, where she took the spear in the corner, then took the hip shot, and then took Storm Zero, and it made sense because you just got smashed into a corner, you're discombobulated, then you get your head whacked against it, and then all of a sudden, when you don't know what you're doing, you get hit with a finish.
And then today, because today usually is when they drop an episode of Being the Elite on YouTube. Today was all about Matt Jackson comes out and he goes, "It's Monday. You know what that means?" And then he said a little something about Brody. He goes, "We'll miss you, big man." And then the Dark Order guys started coming out and talking. Alex Reynolds, John Silver, and stuff like that. And they're like, during those vignettes when he would do his Mr. Brody Lee and stuff like that, John Silver told the story of like Brody Lee would go, "Are you crying?" Well, it was him laughing. It was John Silver laughing. And he goes, "Are you crying? Are you crying?" And he goes, "No." But he was laughing because it was so funny. Because
Oh,
the way
yeah.
he was doing things. And they said one thing Brody did during a bit, he never broke character. Even if the other guy screwed up, he never broke character. But when the camera wasn't on him, if somebody broke during a thing, you would hear him laughing on the outside. He kayfabed it, if you will.
Oh yeah.
But that's the professionalism that Brody
Right.
was. And I'm sorry, I'm going to miss him. I was supposed to meet him this past year at Legends, actually. And it got postponed till next year, obviously. And we're like, Alicia and I were both looking forward to it. And now we're like, shit, we're never going to get that chance, you know?
Who's the other one that just passed away that was supposed to be at Legends too?
I know who you're talking
Oh,
about.
Zeus. Zeus.
Dude, no, that was Big Event. Big Event.
was Big Event.
Yeah. But
Oh,
then,
Tom.
but here's the thing. All right, I'm going to turn it now.
Oh, hold.
True that.
Yeah, you know what? let's do that because I also wanted I wanted to go over Hodges too, but let's.
I want to first off, I want to describe the pond scum that we have in the wrestling business. He's been called a cancer. He's been called a waste of breath. He's been called every name in the book.
DJ Hyde?
No,
Close,
but not so much. Brian, let me put it this way: you don't know this guy for whom we speak, but if you ever come up to Jersey, we'll point him out to you.
Oh, sweet. I'll go be a dick to him.
So this guy, as he likes to sell autographs and DVD shoot interviews. Right?
Oh, Feinstein.
Yep.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Brody was announced on Facebook. It came out around 6:00 our time, Eastern time. At 7:30, he started selling his fucking autograph for $250 fucking dollars.
What a fucking piece of shit.
His body wasn't even fucking cold yet.
Now,
and he's already selling autographs.
Now, I want to say something to add on to this that makes him even more of a piece of scum.
All right, keep feeding this to Ryan, because I want Ryan to destroy
This
him.
motherfucker, when Roddy Piper died, put out autographs, air quotes, that he got of him and was selling them for $150. Here's the problem. It wasn't his signature.
It was bogus.
They were fake signatures.
Oh, what a fucking scumbag.
He does that when every wrestler dies or every wrestling thing. Like
Every
when,
time,
when
you know
Bob
what it is?
Heenan died. All
There's
his
a guy.
hands-
There's a
You know
guy.
what? Let me just set your guys' mind at ease, okay? If this thing that we talked about a few weeks back comes to fruition this spring, I will slap the fuck out of this dude if you point him out to me.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing with him. Now, there's a gentleman. I'm not going to name his name, but it's a guy that Ronnie and I both know that we're kind of friendly with, who's got a certain job and a certain thing. But you already know what I'm talking about, Ronnie, right?
I think.
Bang bang. You know, freeze. I'm just going to say that. You'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He said, and I quote, "I guarantee you that this piece of shit is going to do something before the night's out."
And I said, and I even wrote,
And you even
I know
commented on
exactly,
it.
I know who it's going to be.
And then exactly not more than, like I said, around
3 hours.
7:30, 8 o'clock,
3
he
hours
started
later.
selling autographed Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Luke Harper autographs for $250 fucking dollars.
What a fucking piece of shit, dude.
By
Well,
the
I
way,
mean-
oh, sorry, go ahead, Chris.
No.
Ryan,
So
you know
here's the
RF video, right?
Yeah.
Him.
That's who owns
That's
it.
him. Now, let me just put this straight. Now, when Road Warrior Animal passed away, he said, and I remember the thing because I even went back and looked it up so I would get it right. Due to Animal's passing, I won't sell anything for 7 days. And on the 7th fucking day, that's when the autographs started going up. And he said all the proceeds are going to go to Joe's wife. And he took a screenshot of his phone with the name Laurinaitis on it. Supposedly going to Animal's wife and kids. Now, do I buy that? No, because of where it's coming from.
Right.
And then not like I said, not more than an hour and a half to 2 hours after it was announced online that Brody had passed away, this piece of pond scum was selling his fucking autograph already at a huge markup. Now, I don't care if he hears this. I don't fucking
wait.
care.
And then,
dude, if he hears you're a piece of fucking shit, dude, I'm gonna slap the shit out of you when I get up.
Wait, it gets better. Ryan, it gets better.
Oh, yeah, Ronnie. That's
but
I
wait.
took my piece. Now
But
it's your
wait, there's more.
turn. There's more. There is more, but go ahead, Ronnie. You tell this part.
You know the phrase, "I'm Chris Hansen"?
Yeah.
Just take a seat
I know
right
where
there.
this is going from. I know where he's going with this.
Yeah, just take a seat right there. So,
No.
what do you do?
No.
No,
There's
just take
video.
that and run with it.
There's
Okay.
video of him showing up to a house where there was
Allegedly,
supposedly a 12
allegedly, there's video. Allegedly, there's
No,
video.
I've seen it. No, I've seen it. I've seen it.
I'm covering all our asses, though, allegedly.
But I have seen it. It was on YouTube. It was on YouTube. It wasn't ours, but somebody put it up on YouTube of him showing up at a house.
Legally, I'm just saying, legally, I have to say allegedly, so let's just...
Allegedly, okay, allegedly, showing up at a house that was supposedly a kid there. He spotted the camera and hauled ass.
Oh, shit. Yeah, dude. I used to watch that shit all the time, and every now and then those would pop up like, this person was tipped off and they left before we could blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and you
that
want to
was
know
him.
what company he was the owner of during this whole time?
Well,
Yeah.
didn't Feinstein also get popped for kitty diddling?
That's exactly why, yeah. That's
That
allegedly...
was why MJF changed his name, because before it was Maxwell Jacob Feinstein.
By the
That's
way,
actually, that MJF, that's his nephew.
Oh, shit.
but you ready for this? Allegedly, well, this is not alleged, this is legit. All those
MJF
reasons...
wants nothing to do with him now.
All those reasons, allegedly, is the reason he sold Ring of Honor. He was the
owns Ring
owner
of Honor.
of ROH.
All I'm saying is make it happen, and I promise you will watch me knock a fucking grown man out with a slap to the face.
And
the
I
thing is,
called his
he
ass
thinks
out
he's
for a lot of
He
shit.
thinks he's a great-looking dude, too. But he's
That's
not.
nice, dude. He won't be whenever I get done with him. Like, I'm sure you guys got tough guys up in Jersey, but fucking, I'm a South St. Louis fucking rat, dude. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Listen, there's a guy that I know that I've done business with, brother.
Brother.
That is a furious person to work with.
Oh, I know who you're speaking of.
I'd rather deal with him than RF.
oh, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, I don't...
And that's not saying much.
No, and I don't like Fury. Rob fucking Fury. I can deal with him because he kind of lets you do your own thing. But
Right.
but RF kind of the same way, and there's some other people in the wrestling business that are business people that I don't want to work with.
Right.
Like, yeah, the brother Ray, literally, we all look at him and be like, yeah, I've seen him do a hot dog and a handshake deal in front of me.
Right. So there's a video on YouTube of me and my buddy Chris doing a match for LPW, Chris Slammer. I didn't find out until after the show that the fucking referee that the promoter had hired was on the sex offender registry.
Oh.
Oh, lovely.
And that's probably a good thing because I take them drawing breath as personal offense.
Oh, I mean, you could always be a little bit rude. But
I was rude enough in front of this
Ronnie,
guy.
you really went there, huh?
I was rude enough to this guy in front of the promoter that he doesn't ref in this state anymore. Like, I let that shit go everywhere.
Oh no, there's a couple people that we know that I have film of that I've literally changed their name. And if anyone gets this joke, God bless you. I've literally changed your name on YouTube to Bob Holly. If anyone gets that, and if you don't get that joke, the joke is in WWE, it was like, I think it was 2007, Raw SmackDown. Whenever the Benoit thing happened. The next year, they put Benoit in, they couldn't take him out because there was no live updates. They changed the name, they put the audio over, and anytime Benoit wrestled, they called him Bob Holly.
Yes.
So
I know exactly.
anytime someone is eliminated from pro wrestling, I reference to them as Bob Holly.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
God.
no,
Bob
that's-
Holly won the title back at WrestleMania.
WrestleMania 20, Bob Holly wins the title.
Like, I
But
just
no,
want you guys to
that
show
was-
that you won't forget.
No, but that's the we had our somberness, but then I wanted, just the fact that he's claiming to, I'm only selling the pump stuff. Yeah, bullshit.
And you know what, dude? For a long time, I have wanted to fucking legitimately shoot on fucking RF video for encouraging so many fucking people to burn bridges and blackball themselves in the business so that cocksucker can make a little extra money.
Oh,
Oh,
the shoot videos.
Dude, the shoot videos that he's done. So he had the Bella Twins on. I have this fucking tape. I paid for this tape. Because I'm like, all right, shoot interviews. You look at guys like You Shoot or Oh, what the fuck's his name? The kid from Jersey. The one that Balls did.
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
Oliver. Sean Oliver.
Yeah, I
Sean Oliver. Sean Oliver does the
you shoots. Like, Rob Feinstein literally gave the Bella Twins softballs, and the Bella Twins, and I'm like, and I literally said to Rob, I go, why the fuck did you put that out? I actually went to him when he goes, oh yeah, I watched the Bella Twins. He goes, what'd you think? I go, why'd you put that shit out? He goes, there's nothing interesting here. It's them ducking every one of your fucking questions. He goes, oh, what do you mean? I go, dude, go look at Sean Oliver stuff. You could have done anything in the fucking world to make them interesting. And you could have done anything about the girls in the locker room. The shit that happened before they were in wrestling, when they were beer girls for Bud Light. You could have done anything interesting. But yet you gave them the softball questions so they can get back into WWE. That's fine that they want to go back. But don't lowball somebody and make them pay $20 for it.
You see, a lot of the shoots, I've collected a lot of the shoots over the years, but thanks to a little thing called Terrence, I got a ton of them off of that. But it's like some of the I remember that shoot.
Dude, Sean Oliver made what's his name interesting? Made fucking bro fucking interesting. He made Dixie Carter fucking interesting. Come on.
The Dixie Carter shoot. I was there for the Dixie Carter shoot. I asked her a question during that shoot. I'm on video doing it.
I'm sorry, but the Who's the Dick segment or the What's in the Bag segment or the hoe bag is some of the funniest shit Sean Oliver's ever done. And guess what?
Yeah.
It's not demoralizing any of the people.
Right, dude. He's like, dude, I want you to shit all over the company. I want you to shit all over the industry. Like, it's cool. It's not.
Like, dude,
that's you described the Masada shoot there like to a T.
Yeah, exactly.
Holy shit, he burned so many damn bridges. Like, I mean, before because I remember he wrestled one thing in WWE as enhancement talent, right?
Yeah.
And then when he won the title, there was a rumor that maybe ROH was interested in him and all this shit. He put that shoot out there and shit on them all, and now he's basically relegated to GCW and indie deathmatch shows.
Yep. Dude, my favorite thing. So I went back and watched something.
Dude still hasn't gotten surgery on his knee.
He hasn't? That's been what?
Dude,
almost
I understand.
7 years?
I don't think
I understand wanting to vent your frustrations, all right? Like, that's part of the business.
Yeah.
We all get fucking frustrated. We all get fucked over. At the same time, there's not a lot of fucking big league companies out there. So you mind your fucking P's and Q's because one day they might need you for something.
Dude,
if you're gonna run down every fucking person.
We all know.
I remember when Sami Callihan left NXT.
Yeah.
I remember I was up there talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, RF Video wants me to do a shoot." I'm like, "What'd you say?" He's like, "Fuck him."
Dude,
he's like, "I ain't burning any
He said the same thing to me. I said, "How was your time in NXT?" And you know what Sammy said to me? He goes, "I loved it. It just wasn't the right time for me right then and there."
Right.
Dude, and that's what it is.
He's like, I loved it, just wasn't the right time. You know, RF Video wanted him to shit on everything.
Well, let's face it. If it wasn't for Sammy not doing that, do you really think the Rascals would be there right now?
Nope.
Exactly.
If he would have shit on WWE, the Rascals would have been fucked.
But he's also helping other people get in. See, the one thing that I always loved was, like I said, go back and watch Sean Oliver's U-Shoots.
He helped Rich Swann.
Yeah. Go back and watch all the other, all Sean Oliver's U-Shoots. Just U-Shoots. The New Jack one is absolutely one of my favorites. The hoe bag with New Jack is the fun. Literally, he gives him Missy Hyatt. He puts Missy Hyatt in about 4 times. And he turns around and he goes, he goes, "Oh, she is the bag." And he turns and looks at the camera and goes, "Missy, don't take offense to this. You know you're a hoe."
Yeah.
well, New Jack can blow up every bridge anyway because he said he's not wrestling.
But
anymore.
I'm saying is though, is you get all these people like Kevin Nash, even Tony Atlas called fucking Nikki Bella a hoe.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
He said Nikki Bella met Daniel Bryan while she was shitting on Sheamus's chest.
You mean Brie Bella?
Both the Bella twins. He met both of them. Well, they were doing some shit play, literally.
They were shitting on
Sheamus's chest. Yes.
Tony Atlas said that.
Yes.
I wouldn't believe
The
that.
credibility's brought in strictly because it's Tony Atlas's crazy ass.
But at the
Yeah,
same
it's
time, though,
Tony
he also
Atlas.
said, he also came out and said that he had the Bella twins step on his face.
Well, he's into that shit. He's into
Exactly. If
That's
you know
no
anything about
secret.
Tony Atlas, he likes feet.
Tony Atlas would have made Young step on his face. Who
Yep.
cares?
But
Right.
but what I'm
thing
saying
with
is though
Tony
is
Atlas-
All right. We're getting away from.
what I'm saying is though is Rob Feinstein RF video is literally he's trying to play a hustle game when the hustle game should have been next month. And not for 250.
Well, the hustle game should be non-existent.
Dude, that's the fucking thing with fucking like wrestling figure and autograph scalpers, dude. Brody Lee wasn't even called yet, and these motherfuckers are selling figures,
Exactly.
Oh,
markup.
you know what?
And they're all pieces of fucking shit.
I checked. As a goof, I said to Alicia, I said, hold on, I got to check something. She goes, what? I go, I want to check something on eBay. I type on eBay and I put in Brody Lee, and I put, I flip it where you could tweet the lowest first and then the highest first. I swear there was 5 figures newly listed because it says newly listed, $250, $199, loose figures that were going for $75, and I'm like,
Right, and the market wasn't there for him until he died.
look, I always liked Brody. I've always liked Brody.
I enjoyed his work, but as far as like collectible wise goes for him with WWE, they didn't put much out, and what they did put out was shit. But it's all there is.
And I got this years ago. This is about 5-6 years ago. Somebody got for me a reputable autograph guy that I know. I don't know, Ronnie, if you know Bill Palsy or Bill Polly. I don't know if you know
It's
him.
yeah, it's Polly. I know Polly.
And he's legit.
Yeah.
I got an autographed 8x10 of Luke Harper, Bray Wyatt, and Rowan. I only paid $25 for it because I know him and he knows me.
We need to have
Yeah.
a discussion. I need you to track down an autograph for me. We'll talk about it later.
But the fact of the matter is, I trust that autograph because I know where it's coming from because I know him and he's
Right.
legit. Because he takes pictures with everybody he does signings with, and they come out and they praise him. I've actually asked people. I said, I asked, I don't know who I asked. I think it was Balls. And I said, did you ever work with Bill? And he goes, yeah, that guy's cool as hell. So if Balls was cool with him, he was cool with me because I trusted him. So, but as for that other piece of, what? I wouldn't trust him if I were on fire. If he
And-
claims he had a fire extinguisher, it probably would have been empty anyway.
Well, I wouldn't piss on him if he was on fire.
Well, I
Well,
think
you
that's
know
why
the
so.
rule. Well, you know what the rule is. Like, you're nobody till you're dead. So.
Yeah.
Well, you don't make RF money until you're dead. That's
No,
what it is.
it's even like with people in music. Like certain people in music, nobody would know them until they were dead.
Yeah.
Like there's so many ridiculous Suicide Silence fans now that only know them because Mitch Lucker died.
Static X.
I still don't give a shit about Static
But
X.
I'm saying,
I never
but I'm
cared for
saying is
Static
though
X.
the guy-
people
what was his
people
name?
didn't know who the fuck
Stone-
Static X was until he died.
What was that guy from Stone Temple Pilots? Chris
Scott
Cornell?
Weiland.
No, Chris Cornell. That was Stone Temple Pilots. Scott Weiland.
Weiland.
No, but I'm talking about Chris Cornell. Wasn't he the lead singer of Soundgarden?
Soundgarden, yeah.
Yes. Soundgarden,
so I
yes.
mean, yeah. Same thing.
Lincoln Park
Yeah.
with Chester Bennington. Before they were like, they were known, and all of a sudden, like,
the lead
oh my
singer
God.
of Gwar. The lead singer of Gwar.
well, nowadays, like, there are so many bands out like, Linkin Park are one of my greatest influences. They did no wrong, and I'm looking at them like, oh, they did a lot of wrong.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say. Listen, I will say this.
Contraire.
I will say this. My favorite album is still their first album. Hybrid Theory is still my favorite album. I kind of looked at all the stuff and I'm like, I get what you were trying to do, but you missed the fucking mark, and you could have made a lot more money by sticking with what you were doing and some of the albums. The fact that they literally changed every album to something different, and I'm like, everyone's like, oh, Numb, the Transformers. I go, they were not that good. I'm sorry, Hybrid Theory did something that only Def Leppard did, and literally on one album have 9 fucking hits.
So anyway,
You know what my favorite Linkin Park album is? None.
No. You're not a new metal fan.
But the whole
What?
bottom line is to everything we're trying to say is that person whom we've been speaking of needs to be thrown out of the business because he's a disgrace to the business. He's a disgrace to all the boys and the ladies out there that bust their ass in that ring every day, every night to entertain fans, even during this shitty time. They're still out there. I'm talking about like AEW, WWE, certain indie promotions that are still putting on shows. These people are still putting out their bodies on the line to entertain us, and this piece of crap is profiting off of it.
Yeah, I hope you're listening
He
to that
needs to
dude.
be
'cause you're a
thrown in
piece of
prison.
shit.
But yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying about prison. He just needs to be stopped.
No, I'll say prison because I'm sorry. When you molest kids, you should be in prison.
Oh, yeah, that part, yeah. But I'm talking
Yeah,
about
chemical
with
castration.
what
Yeah.
I'm talking about with the body's not even been gone for an hour and a half, and you're already selling autographs, claiming it's CM Punk. But all of a sudden, you never listed this before. But since Luke Harper's on it, oh boy, I better mark this up again.
By the way, cheers to CM Punk and AEW for saying that any money that was made during during January is going to his family.
Yes, I saw
very
that.
cool. Very cool.
Any
Mick Foley.
t-shirts? Any T-shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees that are bought with the Dark Order or Mr. Brody Lee, all proceeds, not a portion, every dime is going to his wife and his 2 kids. And that I applaud them for. Bless their hearts for that. At least there's somebody with a fucking heart in the business. Not like somebody else we've been talking about for the last half hour. He's a dog shit.
So how fast? I was gonna say, when do you think the Danny Hodges 8x10s are gonna go up?
Christ. If he puts them up there, he's definitely the world's biggest
You
punk.
feel like I got a Facebook page that I could go like for this stuff? Because I'll fucking roast him on there.
He probably
Oh,
does.
I'll send you a link. I'll send you a link later.
But, and also, as much as, yes, we lost Brody Lee, we also lost one of the greatest amateur, in my opinion, one of the greatest amateur wrestlers of all time. Younger fans won't really know who this is, but Danny Hodges died 88 with dementia.
I know who Danny Hodge was.
On Christmas Eve. Yeah, that sucks. The dude, for amateur, was probably the greatest amateur wrestler ever. He was 46-0 with 36 pins and was never taken off his feet in his collegiate background.
Ryan, I'm sending you the link to his Facebook page in the chat if you want to go find him.
He was a
I am on my way.
He was a 3-time Big 7 champion at 177 pounds and won the 177-pound title at the NCAA championship. Only one other person has done that ever, and that was in 1928.
Damn.
He's the first amateur wrestler. He's the only amateur wrestler to be on the cover of Sports Illustrated. Like, the dude was insane.
Oh yeah, I never obviously got to see him wrestle live because he was way before my time.
Right.
But I've seen plenty of film of him, and anybody that is anybody in the wrestling business knows who Danny Hodge is. He may not have been the biggest dude, but he could take a guy like, let's see, like a Batista type, a Triple H type, and he could cripple them and make them cry
So-
with how good he was.
So you want to know how much of a man's man this guy was, as well as his wrestling background? He was 17-0 with 12 knockouts in boxing.
I remember reading that. Yeah.
That's insane. And then they claim that he was a better prospect than Rocky Marciano. What the fuck?
I got 20 mutual friends with this douchebag.
Like,
The only reason he's on there is because that's how I've learned how to follow this fucker. So I know what he's up to.
I mean, this guy, and the last time he was on WWE television was 2005.
Oh,
Danny.
that's right, yeah.
But, like, you go from a guy who was entertaining as all hell and charisma just out the wazoo to the shooter. There's nothing else. He was a shooter. The guy literally was a good old hooker, if you want to call it that way. He was one of the best collegiate athletes that you don't see this stuff that often. Guys that would almost be like that. Guys like Drew Gulak and stuff like that. Like,
they're kind of a throwback to his
exactly. And this is also going back to the day where they would invite people into the ring to be like the sideshow acts. Like, oh, can you take 5 minutes with...
Oh, you know what they called them back then? They used to call them hookers.
That's what I mean. That's what I said. The good old shooters and hookers, yeah.
You know, last 3 minutes with this guy will give you X amount of dollars.
I mean, shit. Terry, the Funks used to do that all the time. Yeah, and I mean, shit. It's insane.
Right. I mean, the guy was. Like I said, I've seen people that were legit afraid of him, just because of how strong he was.
He went to the Oklahoma House of Representatives in 2013 at 80 years old and was crushing an apple with one hand.
Yeah, that's how fucking strong this guy was. This motherfucker was tougher than anything I can ever say.
Yeah.
Trust me.
But rest in
Motherfucker
peace.
looks like he might have an extra chromosome.
Who?
Rob Feinstein?
Oh, RF.
Oh, you were able to find his. You got the link to his page then?
Yeah, like this motherfucker looks like he walks in the bank and says, "Give me all your chromosomes."
But yes, Brody.
Ad friend.
Brody, Danny, rest in peace.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for both of you. Thank you for everything you contributed to entertaining all of us with doing what you do. You won't be forgotten. Never.
Absolutely.
All right. Chris,
All right, on to
hold on.
stupidity
Chris,
now.
any thoughts on Danny?
No,
No?
you said it all.
Cool. All right. Yes, I gotta go take a wicked yes. Explain this shitty ass movie while I go take a piss.
Okay.
Boy, we're about to hit a down. We're about to hit the down on this one now.
All right, let me just say this about this movie before we get started. Like, I have subjected myself to some shitty movies. This one was so bad it was tolerable.
Yeah, you know what? I'll say this. Look, was it full of flaws and everything? Oh, absolutely.
Right.
But it was a hell of a lot better than those train wrecks we were forced to watch the last 2 weeks.
Right.
Oh, Chris,
Oh,
come on.
dude.
No, well, the thing is, those train wrecks, as they were mind melders and, brain benders, that, tested the limits of your cognitive
Sanity?
thinking,
No, your sanity.
your sanity.
Yeah.
They at least kept you awake and sort of entertained because you're just like, what the fuck is going to happen next? Where this
I'm sorry. You know what?
was fucking boring.
You know what? I'll say one thing about this movie. You know what? Did it have flaws? Yeah. Did it make me chuckle occasionally? Yeah. it did make me chuckle. There were some chuckle parts. And those last two movies, there was no laughing. There was no smiling.
There was parts, and you're just like, all right, I get it, but I mean, there's no kids reading cue cards and no fucking Del Vecchio.
Yeah, no fucking Del Vecchio.
I laughed my ass off at Karate Christmas Miracle just because of how ridiculous it was and how they just completely meshed singing and singing and singing. They just meshed them together and tried to like make it work, and it failed horribly. And then, of course, the movie in movie.
Yeah.
Like, that shit had me cracking the fuck up going, what the fuck? I mean, there were some lines that were funny, but a lot of the comedy was, ugh. And it just, like, there was so much, like, family feel-good Christmassy bullshit that just bored me to fucking tears. This was a 3-cupper for me, and I still almost fell asleep.
But you know what it is? I'll say one thing about this movie, and it's like,
Oh,
I looked it up. This was the first movie Wee Man ever did that was family-oriented.
And it was the last.
That was a fucking mistake and a
Dude,
half.
I'm sorry. Wee Man ran out of fucking weed halfway through this film. Oh my god, his eyes were so glazed over that it was like, dude, you could tell he was high.
I didn't.
Dude, this was a 3-cup of coffee and dating app swipe movie.
This was a bomb, but I made it through it.
I made it through
Maybe that's
too,
why I
and
think
you know what
it's
it
so
is?
bad.
I made it through it. I put it
Because
on
I was, like,
TV.
really hot.
I put it on TV, put my headphones on. Whenever I was bored, I would take a swig of coffee. Then whenever I was bored again, I would load up Tinder or fucking Bumble and be like, yep, I'm hearing it. Yep, okay.
But you know what it is? I'll say one thing. Like I said, did it have flaws? Oh, yeah. Were there a lot of things to mock in it? Oh, hell yeah. But you know what? I didn't leave this movie. When this movie ended, I didn't say, oh, my God, I need a shower. Like, oh, my God, I feel dirty. I need to go see a priest. You know? But no, I mean, like I said, when we get into it, was it bad in spots? Yeah. Was the acting a little wooden? Oh yeah. But it didn't. When I got through watching and I'm like, it was shitty. But guess what? It was what it was.
It was boring as goddamn fuck.
Was it predictable?
I was doing my laundry. I would pause it to go do my laundry, to go get my laundry done, like put it in the dryer, then bring it back. And when I went to get it out of the dryer, I was like, do I pause it or do I just let it go? And then I paused it because I didn't want to be a dick. And within 5 minutes, I was right back on Facebook.
But you know what it is? I'll say, like I said, we'll get into it. So might as well just get into this. So this movie came out in 2012, starring Jackass fame, Jason Wee Man Acuna. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. I hope.
Yeah.
But it's basically your typical feel-good Christmas family movie about two kids and their father. Now, here's the funny thing. The father is played by an actor named Mackenzie Astin.
Yep.
The last time he was in a movie was a little movie called The Garbage Pail Kids.
I love that fucking movie.
Garbage Pail Kids is better than this shit.
I own that fucking movie.
So do I. So don't laugh. So you're not the only one. I actually own it on DVD too. But
All right,
anyway,
cool. Fucking nerd.
But so this was his first movie that he had done since The Garbage Pail Kids, where he basically retired from acting and went on to school and doing all that stuff. And basically, he's an inventor. The father is an inventor who's trying to create a solar chip power that's going to basically power an entire house. That's his whole point. He's got two little kids, Casey and I forget what the boy's name was.
I don't even remember.
I don't remember, but they're getting ready for Christmas, and Grandma's on her way. Now, this is what I thought was absolutely fucking retarded about the movie. Grandma's driving a 1912 car down the road, going 5 fucking miles an hour. They have enough time to make eggnog, get all the Christmas decorations down, get the tree up, and start decorating the house before she even makes it to the house.
Well, also too, kind of noticed that she also took her sweet time over the Beetlejuice bridge.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. She's, the bridge, the credits are rolling over the bridge, and she's still going through the bridge. And the credits are still rolling, and the camera keeps moving. The camera actually stops at the end of the bridge to catch up with her. But I think that was the whole joke. So apparently she gets to the house. Oh no, beforehand. So the kids are putting the stockings out, and the little girl goes, "I miss Mom." I guess the mother had passed away. We never find out how, but the mother passes away.
G-rated movie. We can't have Mom.
We
Can't
can't
find
have
out how Mom dies.
Oh, God forbid, heaven forbid on that one.
I just assumed it was an overdose.
I mean,
Mommy was a cracker.
Anyway.
Mama got run over by Rikishi.
But so they're finally getting the thing in there. So she's like, the grandmother gets there, and they go out to greet her. And they're like, "Oh, don't shake any of the presents and all that stuff." So the father's like, "Well, I got to go into town to pick up the ham for dinner and stuff like that." So they go, "You can open one present." So the grandmother goes in there and pulls out this huge fucking fruitcake that has an evil face on it. So the kid goes, "Oh no, we'll save this for my birthday. Your birthday's in August." "I know. We'll wait." So he goes to this little cupboard, opens the door, and there's about 25 of these fucking fruitcakes in there. So he just shoves it in there. And then next thing you know, we're back at the father's going through town, and he comes to this butcher shop where we meet Amy, which apparently she's in love with the father and stuff like that. So he gets the ham from her, and just as he leaves, he's like, "Why don't you come over for Christmas? I'd love to see you, blah, 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 blah." So she agrees. And then she goes to the butcher guy, goes, "Leave. Go ahead. Go enjoy yourself." So she goes to, the next thing you know, the father is kidnapped by the Home Alone bandits plus one. That's the only way I could describe these three clowns.
The fucking wet bandits.
They were
It's the wet bandits plus
wet
one.
Bandits.
It's the wet bandits plus one.
Yeah, but they sucked more than the wet bandits, so let's go with the sticky bandits.
The sticky bandits, yes.
The shitty bandits. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. Even better. Okay, why did you put boring in the chat, Chris?
Because this movie was fucking boring.
Okay, then anyway.
I'm sorry. This movie, like I said, was a 3-pot of coffee and a Tinder swipe. Jesus.
So basically, he gets kidnapped by the shitty bandits plus one. And then back at the house, the grandmother's like, "Okay, it's 8 o'clock, time for bed." So she basically puts him to bed, and then the grandmother comes and gives this wooden elf doll to the daughter, saying, "If you make a wish to this elf, he'll come and he'll help you," which sets up down the road. So they're asleep, and all of a sudden we see a bad CG of what I'm guessing is a sled. Santa arrives, and then he goes, "Heads up." So basically, Wee Man appears as the reindeer pooper scooper. So basically cleans shit up off of after the reindeer.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. So accidentally, he gets knocked out and gets left behind by Santa Claus. So the little boy and the girl come downstairs. He's in the house. And all of a sudden, they're like, the little kid just goes into a tirade. He goes, "Did you escape the chocolate factory?" And he goes, "I am not an Oompa Loompa." Which anybody who knows Wee Man knows that there's a joke there. If anybody remembers the early Jackasses, he used to dress up as an Oompa Loompa and skateboard.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a nod to his old life.
Or maybe because he was a dwarf. Like this, no adult was watching this movie though, because the kids that would be the movie that this was made for, the kids are 10 years old that they're making this for, if not less. No one's gonna know about his jackass stuff.
Unless the parents are watching with them and they know who he is. That's the only way you could say that who the parents are. But I mean, I watched it. I got the joke.
Well, yeah, because we're also old enough to know that. Also old enough to know what he used to do.
Right.
Right.
We've seen Elfman's dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all seen Elfman's everything. Especially when it came to Jackass 2, which was all practically nudity, and well, that was rough to watch. But anyway, we digress. But so they come downstairs and he's like, "I'm not an elf. I'm not an Oompa Loompa. I'm not a dwarf. I'm not this, or this." And she's like, the little girl goes, "You're here to help us." Because he made the wish. Or she made the wish. So pretty much, fast forward. So the father is kidnapped, obviously. So one of the shitty bandits says, "I'm going to break into the house and get this chip that the father created." And then at this point, the girl, Amy, showed up at the house, which I don't know if anybody else realized. The movie, I mean, this is supposedly in the middle of the damn night. Was she expecting to come over for Christmas dinner in the middle of the damn night?
No, I have a better question. How did he leave to go get the fucking ham, and then it turned to fucking nighttime?
Yeah, right? Yeah,
It was noon. Then it turned to 8 o'clock.
That's a long time to go get that ham, bro.
What
was the grandmother driving?
Apparently, she might have been.
They want to go get
that's it. That was his mother. But the whole thing is, so she shows up, and the family, basically greet her and stuff like that. And she goes upstairs when she starts hearing something going on in the lab. That's where she sees Elfman wrestling with the French guy who claimed to be an electrician. And they start beating the crap out of Elfman. And then he flies out the window. And then eventually goes to the shed to save the father. But then every weapon he picked up turned into a lollipop or a candy cane or a highlight racket. And I mean, it was just bad.
Terrible fucking elf.
Oh yeah, terrible elf. We're the worst elf in the business. Giving elves a bad name. Will Ferrell doesn't even want to know him. Anyway, so pretty much we get to. He's like, "I found your father. Wish granted. I'm gonna leave." So he goes to sit on the roof, and the girlfriend, the kids, and the grandmother figure he's Elfman. He needs a costume. Cue the music montage. They get all this shit together, give him the costume.
And it's like fucking arts and crafts time.
Yeah, exactly. It's arts and crafts time. So he basically puts his costume on, and he's like, "I agree, I'm Elfman." So at this point, the father somehow got free from the shitty bandits. So the father's now in the house, but he doesn't notice the elf guy yet. until the elf man stands on the porch going, "You have no use for this house. You leave them alone." He goes, "What are you going to do about it?" Then the one thing that I thought was absolutely ridiculous, they're having a standoff. There's one guy on one side of the porch, another guy on another porch,
To
and
me,
then
this was the only funny part of this movie.
instead of a tumbleweed going by, it was a fucking Christmas wreath.
That was the only, in my opinion, this was like the only funny part of this movie. Because it was so out of nowhere.
Right. So basically,
there's a couple one-liners they say near the end that had me laughing, but that's about it.
Right. So pretty much, he basically beats these. I mean, I'm just cutting it short. He pretty much beats the crap out of these guys. His homemade costume becomes a super duper sleek, like mega costume all of a sudden.
Legit super suit.
A super suit, yeah. That he tries to fly in the beginning and he can't quite do it. He basically stops their van from escaping. Oh, no, I'm leaving out a big part. So apparently mistletoe hurts elves. So the villain puts a mistletoe on him, basically incapacitating him. And he says the only way you can do it is if you kiss. So of course the mother and this Amy chick kiss, and he mysteriously is saved. Then he goes after them, drains their battery of their van. He flies to the barn. They all follow him to the barn. The kids all of a sudden decide to leave, and the father and the grandmother don't realize the kids fucking left the room. So they're in the barn throwing fruitcakes and everything at the big guy, I guess the driver, which I forget his name, was something stupid, Big Box or something, I think his name was. So basically, they knock Wee Man, well, I'm just going to call him Wee Man, fuck it. He throws them outside of the barn. He goes, the door's open, you can leave. They get knocked out, and the baddest thing, like, oh, I'm falling, oh, that was worth shit. And then all of a sudden he turns
untimely slow-mo. That's all you gotta say is just shitty slow-mo.
Right.
It was shitty slow-mo, 100%.
Oh, yeah. Oh, granted, 1,000%. Then he turns the fruitcake giant that has the giant mouth on it from earlier, falls on them, and then the cops show up. Which in the beginning, when I saw that heavyset cop, I thought it was Preston Lacey, but it wasn't. When I saw him coming up, I thought, oh, God, if it's Preston, I'm going to shit my pants. But it's not.
Should have been.
It should have been. It really should have. But anyway, he would have been perfect in that role. But so he arrests all of them. Then Wee Man proceeds to say, I have to go now. Santa's on his way. And the little girl goes, you can't leave. We need you. And he goes, my job here is done. And he goes, anytime you need me, just call. I'll be there, type of thing. Like, whenever you need me, just whistle. I'll be there. I'll send out the elf signal or something stupid like that. And then the stupidest line I thought was the little boy goes, he goes, what's going to happen to them now? They're going to go to jail. On Christmas? He tried to kidnap your father, and you're worried about them going to jail?
Oh, yeah, that's my thing. We're like, all right, first off, he has these powers. He flies around the whole town to go 100 yards.
Right.
Because they look outside. The family looks outside unless they have the window to the world. Apparently, this van that sped off only went 100 yards.
Right.
And then, in the barn, the guy falls through a window, and they're like, I'm like, how could you see? Can you see through wood? Do you have magical powers? No! Then, they're going to jail. Really? On Christmas? Yes!
You kidnapped your father?
Kidnapping! Stealing! Felony! Jail! Come on, kid! You're not that fucking dumb! Wait, he is.
I mean, he is the ginger of the group.
So basically,
Sorry.
to wrap this up, so basically, Elfman goes back to the North Pole, I guess. They all sit there in the wind, and then all of a sudden, Elfman transforms the house to be a big Christmas winter wonderland. Then they go and the father, Amy, the grandmother, and the two kids go, say Elfman. And then the next thing you know, there's the cops with the three crooks in the family photo. I'm like, what the fuck? Really?
That's Christmas, bro.
So
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There was some more green go. Look at that face. The face that Wee Man is doing right now. That is a face with a lot more green than just Christmas tinsel being smoked during this fucking movie.
Yeah.
Hey, you need to chill out on the electric lettuce, buddy.
Hey, listen.
What?
He got paid because he was running low on weed money. Let's face it. He did this movie for
Weed
weed.
Man needed the weed money.
Who doesn't these days?
So that in a
Who
nutshell
didn't then?
that
Yeah,
in a nutshell was
That was
Elfman. So I'm just gonna go with this. Chris, I'll start with you because you have the most to say. The floor is yours. Go for it.
Oh my god. Well, I don't have much to say. It was fucking boring. Like I'm trying to watch. I'm like, all right, he develops this thing. They throw him in a fucking van. Okay, the kid's like, the funny thing is the kids are like, I want Daddy to come home for Christmas. Dude, he's been gone a couple hours. Are you fucking serious?
here's the yeah.
I mean, Amy and the grandmother were the saving grace of this movie.
Yeah.
Amy was like you could get with, like, all right, cool, and she looked good, and Grandma was just batshit insane.
He was crazy.
Yeah, here's my turkey egg eggnog. How is it? Fine.
And then I leave the cookies. All the cookies were burnt.
Oh yeah, it was great. She
I mean,
throws it in
the fire and the fire
That's the
fucking
best. She throws
explodes.
the
Like,
fire. That had me laughing. That
Fire
that
goes
buttermilk,
back
she
on
goes-
at her.
What was it? She used what did she make her buttermilk with? Or no, her eggnog with buttermilk and what?
turkey eggs.
Turkey eggs and buttermilk.
no alcohol, so it was a non-alcoholic eggnog.
Is it even eggnog then?
No, it's batter. It's cake batter then.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
turkey eggnog. Ugh. Then there was this little dumb shit. He goes to town on Wee Man with a kid's baseball bat. I'm like, come on, dude.
And then Wee Man says, "Fuck your tree." I jump on it.
The kid, first off, the elf is magical, and he gets the shit kicked out of him by a little kid's bat. Come on.
And then he goes upstairs, and then the
Yeah.
grandmother hits him with a frying pan.
Yeah, he goes upstairs. The grandma hits him. The funny thing, Amy comes over. He's all like, oh, singing horrible carols. I'm like, Jesus Christ. And like, oh yeah, it's our dad. It's like, no, it's not dad. Dad, she should know better. And then she took the elf surprisingly well because Amy's cool. And
Right.
then the grandma with the cookies, that was hilarious. She throws the cookies in the fire. And I was like, God damn.
Like, what was in them cookies?
Yeah. Coal.
Yeah,
Kerosene.
fire. Yeah, fire.
Kerosene and gasoline,
Fucking fucking gunpowder.
But the thing is, the van speeds off. And then he flies, and it's like basically the van is like right outside their door. I'm like, really, dude? So you go all throughout the whole town. The cop's like, oh, you don't speed in my neck of the woods. It's like, you never see him again.
Right.
And then the van tries to hit well, like all of a sudden there's a barn right by their house. It's like, really? I thought they lived like in the burbs.
Apparently not.
And then there's a barn right by their house with bales of hay. I'm like again, unless they have a magic window where they walk out the door and all of a sudden they're instantly transported to the farm. It made no fucking sense with that shit. And that was the entertaining part. The other parts I really don't know because I either was fighting sleep or was more interested in Facebook and Tinder and Bumble swiping because it was fucking boring. So much dialogue and like throughout the music, throughout the dialogue. I'm like, really? Could you get any more annoying Christmas? In the background, the music. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, it was annoying. It was annoying and boring. I mean, Anchor Bay, this had to be a quick cash grab for Christmas.
Yeah.
There are certain movies that you can watch them during Christmas.
This is this is almost like a Lifetime movie. This is almost
And
like
then
a
there-
Lifetime.
Almost.
And then there are movies where you can watch them not at Christmas time. Like usually most of the Christmas horror movies you can watch at Christmas time.
Christmas
Or
Vacation.
watch not during Christmas time. A Karate Christmas Miracle is easily you can watch at any fucking time because batshit insane doesn't know a holiday.
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation you can watch, but I'm just saying, like batshit insane doesn't know a holiday. You could watch that shit in July and you wouldn't even know it's about Christmas. You wouldn't even give a shit. You're just like, this is fucking batshit insane. And I'd rather be batshit insane and ridiculously horrible to the point where you scar people with how bad you are. But like I said, it's like a car wreck because you want to turn away, but you can't. Because if you do, you're going to miss whatever weird, dumb fucking shit you're going to yell about next. Where if something's boring, you just don't care. And I did not care about Elfman whatsoever. When it was over, I was like, all right, well, that's done.
Okay, Ronnie, your thoughts?
Kind of in the same boat. In the retrospect that, like, this is a movie that I would have found on fucking Lifetime. For like, it's the one that it was like one that was thrown together that was like, oh hey, we need something for kids that's a cash grab. It's got Christmas. It's who can we use that's cheap that'll work for nothing? That's the hottest star. Oh, and we need someone like a midget. Oh, Peter Dinklage is there. No, he's too expensive. How about Wee Man? Well, they kind of look the same, so yeah.
I thought you were going to say, oh, he was half price.
You said it, not me.
This is bullshit that you'd find on Comedy Central at like 3 a.m.
No, dude, Orgasmo is still a better movie than this shit.
I love Orgasmo, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Orgasmerator.
But that's what I'm saying.
Chota Boy.
Chota Boy.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is like, this was a straight up cash grab. This is something that I'm not going to watch again, but this is not even something that you can get drunk and joke with your friends about.
Right.
I enjoyed it.
It's just boring.
Oh, so Ryan, your thoughts? What are your thoughts on it?
It was so ridiculous and dumb that it was enjoyable.
Like I said, I didn't hate it. Was it a great movie? No.
No, but it was better than a fucking Karate Christmas Miracle.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I
will
think it's like
agree on that one.
I'd rather have a massive train wreck than boredom.
That movie It's a Wonderful Life compared to a wrestling Christmas Miracle.
Yeah.
Hey, a wrestling Christmas Miracle is awful.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst pieces of shit I've ever watched.
All right. So now, recommending.
Hell no.
I want to make it very, very clear. No.
Yeah, it's like Stephen A. Smith.
All right. Let's see.
Great for people with like small kids that are easily entertained.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about the stretch of it. Yeah, that's the short and skinny of it. Yeah. All right. What was the thing? Now, what's the joke, Ronnie? You said how many drinks or whatever?
Oh yeah,
What?
I rate my rating for movies is like how many drinks will this movie be to be entertaining? Dude, I can't even say. I would have to be ripped out of my mind for this movie to be entertaining.
And you'd fall asleep.
And I fall asleep. Yeah, like it is I can't say it's unwatchable because I got through it. If it is unwatchable, I will say that. But this movie is a two gritties. Is too gritty. So 6 bombs, which means you're falling asleep and possibly dying.
Okay, I already know. We already know Chris's thoughts on it.
Well, this is how can I put it? Since I don't really have a rating scale, I
Well,
just have
yours is my coffee. Yours is my coffee.
Yeah, that's like boring to try to stay awake. After that, if that doesn't work, because you can't sit through a slog. So this is the movie that you put on in the afternoon while you're doing other shit. Just have it on in the background and not caring, and then you like, oh look, yeah, that's dumb. All right, whatever. Like this is the movie that you put on like when you're on Facebook or you're cleaning. Like I'm vacuuming, yeah, I have it on, whatever. I'm doing this, yeah, whatever. I'm cooking, yeah, I have it on, whatever. This is that kind of movie. And that's that.
Okay, with that being said, Chris, you're up next. I'm almost afraid to ask. Do you have something for us to start the year off?
Fuck yeah, I got something for us. We are rocking in the new year.
Oh God.
Comedy, horror, and punk fucking rock. I am talking about a movie by. I actually was talking to him on Twitter. I couldn't believe I was talking to him on Twitter because I said one thing about the movie, and all of a sudden I got like, the guy actually shares my name. This is from Matthew John Lawrence. This is on Prime Video, and I was surprised because I thought this was going to be such shit. And this was enjoyable, badass, and anybody who's ever been in a band, the band member archetypes are so true to life. Like the band member types and different bands and all that are so true to life. Like if you toured and played in bands, you're just like, holy fuck, this is just so eerily true.
Oh, Chris, but I bet none of them can clog a toilet, though.
Nah. Well, who knows? I mean, there is shit in the movie. So basically, a punk rock band goes on tour for the first time, and they don't have a van, so they try to look around for a van, and the guy who has a van happens to be a demon.
Oh, God.
This is Uncle Peckerhead.
Oh, God.
You're gonna be, oh God. See, you're already like, and it was good. It was fucking good. It was fucking good. It actually won awards at independent film festivals and not the Hoboken Film Festival, like a Del Vecchio piece of shit, like an actual film festival.
So what's the name of this movie?
Mr. Peckerhead.
Uncle Peckerhead.
Uncle Peckerhead.
Uncle Peckerhead. Okay.
Uncle Peckerhead. It stars Chet Siegel, Ruby McAllister, David Littleton, Shannon Patricia O'Neill, Chandler Manis, and and the director is Matt Lawrence and screenplay by Matt Lawrence.
Okay then.
And,
it's doable.
Oh, dude, it is fucking awesome. This movie rocked. I was wondering, I was like, should I watch it? And I watched it while I was like eating dinner. And holy fuck, this rocked.
It's only an hour and a half.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
hour 37 minutes.
Punk rock horror genre. Yeah, it's great.
hour 37 minutes long, and the punk band's from New Jersey.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Any of you guys ever seen Punk Rock Holocaust?
Yep.
I've heard of it. I've never seen it though.
It's terrible, but it's wonderful.
Oh, it's one of those, huh?
It
Right.
was filmed during the Vans Warped Tour, so yeah, low budget.
Oh.
So this one best narrative. Oh, this one special jury mention at the Calgary Underground Film Fest from 2020, and the Florida Film Fest got the grand jury award for best narrative feature, both of them. So actual film festivals, not like fucking Hoboken, Del Vecchio.
Oh God.
Well,
bet.
sometimes
Hoboken is-
actually, Hoboken film festivals actually do put out good stuff. That's the funny
Yeah.
part.
And then well, probably would have done something at Sundance, but there was no Sundance this year.
Yeah. Okay then.
But it was funny. It rocked. I liked it. I really liked it. Like, it was up there with Deathgasm.
Oh God. But all right. So, all right. Anything, Ronnie? Do we have anything else on the?
The only
Did you
thing.
watch?
Yeah, what did you watch?
All right. Can I go first with this while it's still fresh in my head?
Go ahead.
Right ahead.
So, my girlfriend spent the weekend here since it was Christmas and everything. So, she wanted to watch. She didn't want to watch anything on TV. She goes, since I have old episodes of 90210 on DVD, she loves 90210. So we put on an episode, and what episode do I put on? It was from the first season, and Chris, I know I'm going to get a huge laugh out of you in a minute, but my childhood nightmares came back thanks to that Christmas miracle, because the one episode I turned on starred fucking Julie McCullough in it.
My whites are whiter
It was
and
the episode where
cleaner than ever
It's the-
before.
it was the episode where she and her friend steal Steve's car, and I'm like, oh Christ, I can't escape this bitch.
We're gonna steal his car and drive up to Mexico. Driving up to Mexico. Driving up to Mexico.
And after, so we watched that, and she's like, why you got your head in your hands? I'm like, and I explained to her. She goes, I'm sorry, I asked to watch this.
Remember
then-
when she was young?
Oh God, I looked at. I swear to God, I'm watching this thing, and all I see is those miracle fucking movies in my head. I can't get them out.
Remember when she was young, full of
And
life,
hot.
vivacious?
And
Vivacious?
hot.
Oh, well.
Age,
that was the end of that.
so he's just a cruel
You
bitch.
see Joey McCullough, and it just fades to a picture of Ken Del Vecchio smiling at you.
And then after
Followed
that,
by
I ended
hysterical screaming.
up-
Ah!
so after that, I turned on. I watched the original Longest Yard with Burt Reynolds.
Oh, that's a good one.
I hadn't seen it start to finish. I had seen bits and pieces of it. So I said, you know what? Screw it. I'm going to watch this. So I turned that on and I watched that. And then I watched a little football with my team winning again. But we'll get into that on Wednesday. But that was pretty much it. But I just had to get that out because it was still fresh in my head. I've been thinking about the whole show. When I know we're going to get to what did you watch, I had to say that because I knew Chris would get a kick out of it. So that was it. Ronnie, your turn.
I mean, lot of fucking Christmas shit this year. Watched, obviously, Christmas Vacation, Christmas Story. Unfortunately, I watched a live-action remake of A Year Without Santa Claus.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's I don't want to even... Dude, it's so bad, I don't want to put you guys through it.
You know what I didn't realize? I'm sorry to say, but you know what I didn't realize until I found out recently? There was a live-action Christmas Story a couple years ago.
Yeah, with Matthew Broderick.
I didn't realize that until just the other day, and I'm like, I saw it on YouTube. I watched it for about 5 minutes, and I said, okay, this is unwatchable.
You know, there's
I
a
turned it off.
there's a Christmas Story too, right?
I will not. I've seen bits and clips of that. I will not watch that. I will not watch that. I'm sorry.
But A Year Without Santa Claus was a reboot was done in 2006. Oh God, does anyone remember Louis? Oh God, damn it, the guy from Boy Meets World. He was in Remember the Titans, the really fat guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Ethan Suplee.
Yeah, he's in it. Eddie Murphy's in it. Oh God, Stephen McCain is Cold Miser. Fucking, I forget the other guy's name, but the guy that has like the really, the guy from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Roy Firestein.
Yeah.
Or Harvey Firestein.
He's fucking Heat Miser. It's fucking Bette Midler's fucking Mother Nature. I'm like, I'm fucking done. Dude, it's John Goodman's Santa.
Oh God.
When he was still fat, I'm like, okay, this is like the only thing that actually could pass off. All the other shit's crap. Eddie Murphy's fucking Jangle and I'm like, oh, fuck you. Fuck you. You're ruining my childhood. I'm turning this off. Oh, God. Yeah, I saw that. Vegas Vacation was on last night, so I watched that too.
Oh, I mean, that's a classic.
Vegas, dude, it's almost impossible to find Vegas anymore.
I own it. I have it on DVD somewhere.
Yeah.
It's the only one to not get a Blu-ray.
Yeah, that's true. I bought all the original. I have Vacation, European Vacation, and Christmas Vacation. Vegas never got a Blu-ray. I don't know why that never got a Blu-ray.
And then I watched. Oh, what else did I watch? I haven't sat. I want to sit down. I know Chris is going to talk about this a little, but I haven't gotten to sit down and talk about. Sit down and watch Wonder Woman yet. I want to do that.
Oh yeah, I'll talk about that.
Yeah, I didn't. I didn't. I have it on thing, but I have it queued up to watch. So I haven't
started watching part of Soul, but not enough to really talk about it yet. So I got to go back and watch that.
All right.
That's the new animated one on Disney Plus.
Well, I don't have Disney Plus, so I can't say that.
Oh yeah. And the last thing I watched, and I know Chris is gonna roll his eyes at this one, but I ended up watching The Masked Dancer.
Oh yeah, where the lady fell off.
Not yet. That's next episode probably. They haven't done that yet. The first one to get eliminated. Spoilers to anyone that doesn't want to know.
The Masked Singer or Masked Dancer?
Dancer.
Oh, okay.
Was Ice-T.
Okay.
Ice-T was a giant disco ball, and he got voted off. And it's bad. It's worse than at least The Masked Singer can be fun. Fucking Leanne Rimes won the whole thing for The Masked Singer. The Masked Dancer's just, it's so bad.
And what else?
Okay.
And
anything else?
That was it. And then football, like always.
All right. Ryan or me next?
Ryan, go ahead. We'll let you close it out because I know you probably have a lot to say. So, Ryan, what did you watch? Anything?
Season 9 Letterkenny.
Boom!
Forrest knocked that out. First day it came out on the 26th. The new Wonder Woman.
Yep.
That was actually pretty good.
I liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
I did too. And then
it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah. I mean, look, the only prerequisite for a movie to be considered a Christmas movie is it has to happen at Christmas time.
Well, oh yeah, and also to say Christmas movies, I also forgot to say I also watched Die Hard.
Oh, of course.
Well, all right. I had a debate about this earlier. I'll get it when it's my turn. I'll bring the debate up.
Oh, I also watched. Oh, there was one movie I did watch. As a tradition, I used to watch it with my grandfather every year. I did watch It's a Wonderful Life. That is a tradition I used to watch for my grandfather every year, every Christmas. So I watched that on DVD. I had to watch that, in memory of him. So
Oh,
I had to keep my tradition going with that. So.
Right. And one movie that I found on HBO Max that surprised me, that I still have to finish, was one of my grandma's favorite movies, and that was Meet Me in St. Louis.
Ah,
Excellent movie. My grandfather liked that movie too.
Oh, it's a fucking great movie, for real.
Oh
It's a
yeah.
wonderful story. It's well told.
Oh yeah.
It's not overacted. There's just enough music in it to keep it interesting. And now I'm just getting ready for fucking, Easter parade in a few months.
Oh god.
I'm a fucking
Okay.
nerd for movies. I can't get over them.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Not at all.
So.
Yeah.
So was that it for what you? So we can let Chris go, or is there anything else you watched? Or
Yes, rage, brother, rage.
go for it, Chris. It's all you now.
all right. So to start, I finished The Flight Attendant, and oh my god, it was so good.
I have to watch that. I've been meaning to watch that too.
It's already been greenlit for season 2, and I'm wondering what's going to happen with season 2. But they did leave some things open-ended because Berlanti always does. Because Berlanti knows how to write good TV.
And I just love watching Kaylee Cuoco. Period. So.
Oh yeah. Well, Kaylee Cuoco, Rosie Perez.
Oh God, Rosie Perez. I don't know how much of her I can stomach.
Well, Rosie doesn't talk like she does in fucking like white
Does
men.
she talk like
So-
Rosie?
No, she doesn't talk like that at all. She talks normal.
Oh, okay.
She talks like how she did in Birds of Prey.
Even that, she was a little much to take. But anyway.
No. All right. So then, how can I put it? On YouTube, basically, the band I loved. I really fell in love with this band in 2020. And if there's any band to fall in love with over 2020, it is Spirit Box. Hands fucking down. They released a 3-parter Liquid Metal Sessions, with part 1 being Holy Roller and Blessed Be, then part 2 being Holy Roller, Ruler Nines, then Blessed Be and Balkara, and then part 3 was The Beauty of Suffering and the Mara Effect. And all of them are so good. And the thing about this band I love so much is that you can't pigeonhole them into one style. Like Holy Roller is straight up like Moshaholic People Will Die. Like you basically, when they play that live, get the fuck out of the pit, because people will die, and it is unrelenting. Then you have Rule of Nines, which is very like melodic, but then there is a hardcore break that comes out of nowhere. Okay. Same as Blessed Bees, like almost like pop punky, like almost ethereal, and then there's just a fucking breakdown, just like comes right, like I said, comes right out of nowhere. Belcar is just fucking insane, like, and the thing is, almost all their songs, like all their videos, are sort of like based on horror movies or elements of horror.
Okay.
Like even their most soft song, Constance, which is about dementia and memory loss and losing someone due to it, which was really hard hitting for me now that I've listened to that, especially after talking to my dad. Like that gives you the feels, because it's like you're watching this video and this woman, like, as they're going through, like, you're seeing stuff fade away or disappear because she can't remember it anymore. And I don't know, they're just a really, really good fucking band. And of course they're Canadian, because for some reason I love Canadian bands. I don't know what it is, but
good, eh?
Yeah, they're from Vancouver Island, British Columbia, Canada, which is near Seattle. So it makes sense that I'm like, all right, cool. But yeah, if there's any band to check out, if you like the hardcore like stuff, or any like a mix of that, like progressive metal stuff like that, check out Spirit Box. They're really fucking good. It's X. I wrestled the bear once, and they're just so much better. They're just so fucking good. All right, then on Christmas Day, Wonder Woman 84. A lot of people I've seen that have, they bitch about it, and it's the same shit I figured they'd be bitching about. Like, oh, the CG was bad, blah, 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 blah. Like, really? How do you want to do Cheetah? How do you want to fucking do Cheetah? Like, any of these geniuses, like, oh, it's so bad. It's like, really? You do it then. Because I thought Cheetah looked pretty fucking badass. And someone saying Kristen Wiig wasn't memorable as Barbara Minerva. Fuck you, she was.
Yeah, dude, she was great.
Yeah, she was really good. And it left. And if you hated her, well, too bad, because she's in the DCEU now, because Cheetah didn't go anywhere. Cheetah's still fucking Cheetah, so get used to it. Maxwell Lord was very Donald Trumpish, like 80s businessman Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And I was like, my God, it is so Trumpish, but it also really focused on his flaws.
All right.
But the thing that really made Wonder Woman 84 for me, besides the opening, which was badass, that opening scene was badass, is this really focused on Diana's heart and compassion.
All right.
Like, one of the things I thought Wonder Woman sort of glanced over a lot was Diana's heart and compassion from Wonder Woman 1. Like, I heard that Patty Jenkins had a better ending in plan, but the studio wanted the big smackdown with Ares.
All right.
Which sort of lost the whole compassion and heart.
Yeah.
All right.
Where this was all about heart and compassion. And this is why I say Wonder Woman 84 is a Christmas movie. Because me and my roommate had this debate about, like, he's like, do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie? I'm like, fuck yeah, it's a Christmas movie. And, besides the fact that it takes place in Christmas time, Die Hard sort of, you can see it goes through sort of this, like, It's a Wonderful Life-ish thing.
Well, then you know what? The same thing can be said about Lethal Weapon. Lethal Weapon's a Christmas movie.
Well, if it takes place during Christmas, I mean, that's what you want. But his whole thing was like, it's almost like It's a Wonderful Life-ish. Like, basically how him and his wife are broken up when it starts. They're on the outs.
Right.
Then he moves heaven and earth, basically. Goes through all this badass shit. And then eventually kills, quote unquote, the devil. Hans Gruber.
Hans.
Right. But in all this, he sees the mistake he made, and he rekindles his love for his wife.
Okay.
That's very, like, It's a Wonderful Life-ish, where, like, oh, it'd be better if I wasn't here. And all of a sudden, then he sees what it's like, and he wants to be back.
Clown.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just got some Wonder Woman 84 news across my phone.
Yeah. So Wonder Woman 84 was very... I loved Wonder Woman 84. I really liked it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it's a Christmas movie in the fact that, well, not only does ending sort of take place around Christmas, but it really showed a spotlight on Diana's heart and compassion. Like, and how she saves the world is really Christmassy. I'll put it that way.
Okay.
Really Christmassy, and I think that DC definitely made the right decision to have it come out now. Because if it would have came out in summer, I have a feeling this movie would have got ripped to shreds about the ending.
Okay.
Because in the summer, you don't really want the feel-good movie. You know what I mean?
You want the
In the summer,
cliffhanger,
you want badass explosions, fights. I want to turn my brain off.
Yeah, you want the cliffhanger movie.
Right, where Wonder Woman 84 really doesn't have a cliffhanger, so to speak. It sort of does.
I
Like,
know.
what
I
happened-
mean, it sets up 3.
yeah, it sort of does. Linda Carter cameo.
Oh, good. They did get her. Good. I did hear.
Yeah,
about
they
that.
got it.
My only gripe was where was the Wonder Woman theme song?
Wonder Woman.
No, not that one. Ba-da-da, you know, the one from the movie, because that was a fucking awesome theme.
Yeah.
I prefer the one from the TV show. Oh, I just spilled the bong.
See, I like the Junkie XL one. The one from like Batman v Superman and the one
Yeah.
from the Wonder Woman movie with the guitar.
I'm not being funny. This is a catastrophe.
Oh God.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that one rocked. It was like a different style than which I liked. Then season 9 of Letterkenny, and anybody, I know there are a lot of Letterkenny people that don't like season 9, and I think it's because Letterkenny didn't go play the hits, so to say.
I didn't
What
have
I'm
any
talking
problem.
about, Ryan.
with
Like,
My only complaint about season 9 was like, I wanted more Shorzy.
see, that's what it was. Like, the episode 7 really played the hits.
But
With
I feel like-
Shorzy, Tannis, things like that, where the rest of the season really focused on lesser known characters, also brought in new characters.
right, we got to know the coach a little more.
Yeah, and that was a mistake.
The Blue Ridge Mountain.
Barb had this, she grabbed, and we also know that Gale is a banging Dickskin.
Yes.
And
And the
Dickens has a
Dickskin is
horn.
packing a hammer.
He has a hammer. That thing was awesome, and we know that finally it was like Bonnie McMurray and Derry are going to get together. They've only been teasing it for how many seasons now?
I don't think it's going to be Bonnie McMurray and Derry.
I think it will.
I think it's going to be Bonnie McMurray and one of the last people we saw in the season setting at Modine's, Shorzy. Pitches love Shorzy.
I don't think it'll be Shorzy.
It's going to be Shorzy. Give your balls a tug.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Tip Fucker.
Hey,
Oh, no. I mean, see, the Shorzy thing was great. Like, fuck you, Shorzy. Fuck you, Shorzy. Fuck you too, Riley. Fuck you too, Jonesy.
this conversation is about to go to nerdport.edu, our spare parts, bud.
Oh, my God. I want to see. And then we got Dirks back. And Anik and Dirks, talk about two people cheating that totally deserve each other.
Oh, 100%. And then right after that, you know, we get to that last scene of the season that fucking
Mary
blew my-
Fred.
Yeah, what the fuck's going on with that?
I don't know. I think she probably knew Anik, and she was about to say, like,
That's
Dirks
true.
is back.
They spent a lot of time together in like seasons 7 and 8.
They were about to get married. Remember, they were engaged to get married, and then she did the thing in Quebec.
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 Fucking love Quebec.
Quebec. But the banter from season 9 was great.
Oh, it was.
I mean,
you know what?
They didn't
Unfortunately,
need to show. They didn't need to show Dirks getting his ass kicked because the monologue with Katie and the women was fire.
didn't even need that because, you know, it's just like Wayne told Dirks in season 8, you know, if you fuck up, you're going to have every dude in Letterkenny waiting for you.
Yep. And they ended with that. I just love that. It's like, that's not only a real man gets this. And it ends right with Letterkenny. I was like, God damn.
Right.
Like, that was good. The Canadian and American soldiers. Oh my God. That had me rolling.
Yeah.
The
Operatives,
Canadian-
cameras.
Oh yeah, Riley and Jonesy going on J Swipe. Hey, I don't want you fucking up my thing, man, because I'm the only Jewish guy in Letterkenny. Oh my god, that was fucking good. Stuart with I have a feeling Sophia's not done with the
No.
restaurant. Well, I think Sophia might go back to Stuart.
She might.
I mean, because apparently Stuart, has the endowment.
Did you see the bloopers for season 8?
Oh yeah.
Where Stuart cuts like a little monologue straight to Stuart's fake dick.
God. Yeah, but the rumor about Dickens, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, I
Wait,
think a lot of people, I guess they wanted more motion, where this seemed more as like the web series shows put together in an episode. And I think, well, you could see some of the like really heavy like party shit was probably done before COVID. And then everything else was probably shot after.
Well, actually, COVID shut down production on season 10, which is why it's been pushed back, and we'll get season 10 and 11 in 2021 instead of 11 and 12.
Oh shit! They gave the Money in the Bank thing back to the Miz.
So 10 and 11 in 2021.
Yep.
And then 12
Thank
and 13.
God.
If they re-sign, 'cause they're only signed on for 11 seasons right now.
That's cool. Because I imagine season 9 got hampered because of COVID.
It did.
Yeah, because you could tell like when they did the house where they only had the Hicks, like, the basic, like, the core. They only had the core people, like you could tell because that was probably they could test them. They knew like they could do that, and that was that. And
Right.
all the party scenes and the restaurant scenes with a crowd were probably done before COVID.
That or they were all tested prior.
I don't think they could test the whole crowd like that. I think it was all done before. I think the crowd shots were done before COVID.
Well, I mean, you do what you did. You see all the wrestling people now. They have to get COVID tests before they can go into to work other states. They might have had to get tested before they even got on set.
Yeah.
They could have done that, but who knows?
Yeah, let me just drop this real quick. Wonder Woman 84 managed a box office debut best despite simultaneous premiere streaming. Netted 16.7 million over Christmas weekend.
Wow.
The highest during COVID.
Yep. Box office best debut since COVID started.
And everyone's screaming that theaters are going to die. And let's face it, more.
Dude, I'll tell you what. My my local theater is fucking showing old movies at $4 a pop right
Thank
now.
you. That's what I said.
There you go.
Events, dude. Rocky Horror Picture Show events like those type of movies are going to keep theaters alive.
We had one even with COVID. They did social distancing. We all had to wear our masks inside.
Dude,
it was the 45th anniversary fucking fan experience. It was killer. It was done by Flustered Mustard. I suggest you guys check them out. They go all over the country.
Dude, okay, so
Like-
you want to know something funny? Over here, for $100, you can rent out a theater.
AMC.
AMC, even over, like, right by me. You can put on whatever you want. For
Oh, shit.
20, I think it's 25 people. Bro, I would love to do a WrestleMania in a movie theater.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, that'd be hot.
I mean, that could be cool, but
Dude, that would, on a fucking IMAX screen? You fucking serious? That would be awesome.
Oh yeah, dig it.
the only issue with WrestleMania in a movie theater is, man, it's so long.
Yeah, but think about it. I mean,
If you're paying
with
$100 for it, for 25 people, dude, you get the whole shebang for it. Dude, that'd be awesome. Especially AMC.
No, I'm saying it's so long to just sit in a theater seat.
Dude,
Ugh.
and especially, oh no, dude, what AMCs do you have? Because AMC's by us got the comfy chairs. Got the fucking...
Yeah, I know they have them, but still.
Got the fucking reclining...
I would do that.
Got the reclining chairs.
I would do it. I would do it.
Oh, and speaking of theaters, I know Warner Brothers announced that starting 22, 4 DC movies will be in theaters. Big ones.
Yeah, and starting by...
HBO Max, like the 2021 ones are going to stay on HBO Max and simultaneously in theaters. But in 2022, they will have big DC movies exclusively in theaters.
But they also... No, well, they also said in 2022, 2 movies a year will be on HBO Max.
Yeah, and those are smaller ones.
So it could be it could be like a Batman Beyond movie. It could be anything. Shit, it could be some of those small characters that they might throw in for Justice League.
Yeah, or villain stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
And don't forget, debuting on January 1st, kicked up 7 days.
Cobra
Cobra fucking Kai, baby.
Happy New Year! Clap!
Dude,
I am so psyched for that.
It's WB. I didn't even know they were launching that. Apparently this year they're also dropping King Kong vs. Godzilla.
Yeah, well, a lot of studios are angry about it, but the thing is like this: do you want them to sit on this shit for a year to where you're forgotten, or do you want them to release it?
What did Ryan just say? It made pretty much its money back and then some. And we don't know how much money it made off of HBO Max.
Right, because those numbers are dodgy.
Those numbers haven't even really been released yet.
Yeah, but
So
yeah, that's the thing.
It made money hand over fist.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, this is a great thing, but yeah, you're not gonna get the fact that we're getting. I'm loving the fact that Mortal Kombat's coming. It's like we're getting movies back, and okay, if places have theaters, they have theaters. Great. But
And if
right
you don't
now,
wanna
some places,
die, you know.
some people don't want to go to theaters. And can you blame them?
Oh,
Yeah.
here comes Alexa.
Yep.
Look at
Oh
that
shit!
dress.
This is not Playground Alexa.
See, this is what the closing segment should be.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this should be good. I know Ronnie's not seeing it yet.
All right. So we got anything else?
No.
Next
good.
week, Uncle Peckerhead. Let's sign off.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the show, please follow and subscribe to the Nerdport Network. Follow us on all social media networks at the Nerdport Network, especially on Twitter. I got the Nerdport Network Twitter handle back, so we're all set with that. Joining us, and I will announce this now, joining us next year, expect to see some new faces on the network. I know Wrestling IQ 101 will be joining us, but there's one other people that I'm actually excited to see come and work with us. But we gotta dot the T's and cross the I's. And yes, I know what I said. But with that being said, you can follow us individually on Twitter at FNRonnie.
Chips NXT.
At the Zombie Master.
The Hooligan RS.
And with that being said, the check is cleared, boys. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Good night, everybody.
Happy
Uncle Peckerhead next week. Happy New
New
Year.
Year. And we'll see you
Fucking
Wednesday.
out.
And we'll see you Wednesday. Bye.